All right. Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
It is once again Sunday night, and after yet another hiatus, we are back for more Curse of the Crimson Throne. So let's talk about what happened last time. Um, you guys were escorted to the palace belonging to the Emperor of Old Corvosa by one of his goons after you beat up all of his friends. Um, he took you inside. You got to see that this palace wasn't really a palace at all. It was a bunch of kind of like interconnected tenements that comprise like one uh, larger compound where the emperor lives and houses some of his goons and carries out whatever work he's doing. Um, you guys also came across his favorite toy, known as the tall knife, as well as some finely made pieces of art um, painted by one Salvatore Scream. So, um, you guys were granted an audience. You discussed the matters of Salvatore as well as your missing friend Vencarlo. Um, and after the negotiations didn't really get anywhere, the Emperor Piltswastel proposed that you guys play a game of Blood Pig against his team of thugs who are apparently, at least according to him, very good at the game. The game did not last very long, as you guys scored a point early, and then Sin utilized all of his fear tactics to scare off a bunch of the guys. And with with each one leaving being sort of an illegal move, scoring you a point per guy that left, that was enough to give you the necessary 5 points to win the game. Pilts then tried to go back on his word, as he said, 2 out of 3. Before he was reliably informed by his buddy that they didn't have nearly enough pigs for the day and they would not be able to continue the game further. So he gave you an audience with Salvatore for 5 minutes, during which time Reef and Leori barricaded the door, setting up an ambush that you guys carried out successfully in pretty short order, too. I think it only took like a round and a half to defeat the Emperor. Reef claiming both his head and his crown in the act of killing him. You guys then managed to, or really the fact that you killed him was enough to essentially disband the gangs that had taken up residence here. And with that, you guys told the gnome executioner who was there that he could help you guys out if he wanted to, just to give him some kind of purpose to serve. He is currently still back at the palace where you left him. But you guys then took Salvatore out of there and brought him back to his home. They already grabbed some of the paintings from the palace and showed them to you guys and explained. Well, didn't have too much to explain, but you guys saw some beautiful artwork that I put the details of in our group chat. But then, yeah, Salvatore, through a short conversation regarding what happened with Vencarlo as well as where he could potentially be, he informed you all that Vencarlo is very likely at the residence of a family known as the Arkonas. Essentially, Neolandus was under Salvatore's care, but he quickly realized that that would not be a workable situation for long, so he insisted that Neolandus seek out the Arkonas and seek shelter there, to which he at first was resistant to, but eventually reluctantly agreed. And when Vencarlo found out, he got really mad at Salvatore. Basically said that was stupid, that he could be in danger, and he went after him. And now they're both missing. So that is what you guys are going to be setting upon next. However, there was one more important piece of business. Nadia and Vondilla decided to depart the party, saying that the lure of embarking on their own adventure to find their parents and reunite their family had gotten to be too strong. And so that is what they are going to be setting out to do instead. So off they went, into back towards the city and onto their own quest. So with that, you guys are currently standing outside of Salvador's home. Um, again, with the suggestion from him in mind that you guys seek out the Arkonas and find out what they know about where Vencarlo and Neolandus might be.
So, brushing myself off, looking around. So, that went better than expected.
Much easier than I suspect. Turns out, scaring people makes people give you what you want, as I've always known. And I always
Oh.
encourage.
So, okay. So, we don't know anything about the paintings because we all failed. We know the besides the basics. But we know that she took them. How'd she get out? Like she's gone from us. So with the blockades and everything, did she tell us how she was going to escape the blockades?
No, she simply said that she was going to take Salvatore and find a safe place to leave him, and then she is going back to um, her church, where the rest of
Valid. Okay.
her faithful are.
Okay. So well then at this point in time, I guess what we should be doing is getting back to the other side of the city to use everything we found out.
Okay.
Perhaps, but it's a quick stop that we need to make.
Lead the way?
Alright. Um,
All right, Sin, where are we going?
we need to go to the shop that sells wands of infernal healing.
Oh yeah, that one.
Certainly we're in Old Cabrosa. Surely there's a black market that'll sell them.
That's valid.
Hmm. Well, there would be. Let me go check at the city guide so I can try to help you out here. Might be a bit difficult given that you killed the main pusher of stuff like that.
But
Uh,
we're the main pushers of stuff like that now.
right, but you don't have that stuff to push, so that's therein lies the problem.
God damn it. Hey,
So
where's the shit that we push?
let's see here. Shops and services. Anything? Okay. Let's see here. See if any of these places have what you need.
Reef?
Yes?
I believe Sin asked a question.
What did he ask?
There's a bunch of shit that the emperor used to push for money. Where's it going now? Need to get the money, Reef.
Well, ideally to our shop. We would ideally be able to slowly move that stuff to our shop, and whatever was semi-legal or legal, we would just move through well, our legal chain, and then you know the underbelly in Corvosa. I'm sure you could get your connections to buy things there. Problem is, are you trying to figure out where they're stored here? Because, well, it's very clear that if the king's gone, someone else is going to try to usurp him. So
Yeah,
either wait around and find out, or go looking for any of the people who ran from the palace and start gathering information. Well, palace.
I mean, honestly, what I'm more concerned about right now is we still don't know where Vencarlo is. Wait, you're right. Somebody might usurp the Emperor. Somebody might not, because honestly, he was kind of filling a very niche role that I don't think people really. That if we once old Corvosa joins regular Corvosa again, I don't think anyone's really going to miss. He was an opportunist, and that was it. I don't think there's. I'm not as worried about someone taking his place as I am looking for a friend.
Yeah, so we're just trying to get healing for our friend that's right in front of us as well. To go while we go looking for our other friend who is missing. I think is the task that we were just trying to figure out. My point is,
Exactly.
I don't know where the stores are here. You're the one who knows Old Corvosa better than I. So if you have any old constituents that may have been the middlemen for him to be selling these goods, I advise you to check there. Otherwise, we're short on time and luck.
Which is true, because remember, that's why you are our wise king, O Phineas.
Very true, which is why I'm just waiting for my subconscious to come back to me. Either we can get the good shit, the wands, or find another way to get wands.
Sarah, at this point, is annoyed, and it's just like, look, we can't sit here. Salvatore's safe. We still need to find Vencarlo. What's in front of us now? Oh, that we're still arguing about? I thought we divided everything.
I mean, I didn't take anything, so.
Well, then take something so we can leave. Because I don't know what it is about this place, but it's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
Or because there were the ship monsters over at B5.
I'm sorry, over at where?
Don't you remember?
Down here, there were Otugs in the pit. I removed them from the map, but they're still there.
No, I'm trying. I'm Finn. What's a B5?
Oh.
I don't care.
Okay, do you know the
start
alphabet?
with
There's
now?
A, and then there's B, and then you
Yes,
count.
but
If you
I do
look
not
on your
see a
hand,
grid or
there's
anything marked
5.
with the thing over here with my eyes. My eyes are better than yours. So pray tell, what are you referring to?
I cock an eyebrow at you saying I have better eyes than you do, and I motion at the nerdy glasses that make my eyeballs work better. I disagree.
So where is
I
this
see what you did there.
B5 that you insist exists?
Alright, so it's up your butt and up around the corner.
Oh, fuck you too.
Soon as my memory chimes in, we can get the healing one, because without Nadia, should I say Nutella, we're gonna need an extra spot of heals. And while I do have a wand of healing, might not be enough.
I mean, I
Is
can also,
the quick question, because I took a look at your inventory.
Wow.
Is the number of charges left in the wand like current?
Indeed.
Okay, just making sure. So yeah, I mean, still plenty of life left on that one, but yeah, I mean, there is one other option that you could try, although I don't know if it's going to be available to you. Your old buddy DeVargo is still around here somewhere in Eel's End.
also know how to heal.
That too. Sarah does have healing capability now.
We talk about healing capability for us, and Sarah's like, Nadia
Did he have
told
magic
me some
wands?
things before she left.
You don't
I
know
know she was
if he did.
leaving, but she gave me some books and stuff.
Nerd.
So I can kind of heal now.
But yeah, the only thing that you know for sure that DeVargo sells is drugs. You don't know if he has any other curiosities.
To be fair, though, DeVargo, I mean, I know he's mainly a drug dealer, but even if he can't sell some of the other things, he will have contacts who can. And honestly, I just want to not carry them.
Damn. Fair. Speaking of carrying things, hey Reed, take this wand of wonder. It's too heavy. That's a light. I just give Reef the wand of wonder.
Okay, I'll put that on.
Wonder?
Yes. And also, what about the Church of Asmodeus? That's where I got my wand last time. Isn't it up
That
and
is
running?
true.
No, I thought you got it at the magic item shop.
Well, the magic item shop, like there was like a tiefling there who sells shit for the Church of Asmodeus.
I don't remember that at all. I just remember you got it at the magic item shop, which is in the city proper. So you're gonna
Fuck, it's even worse.
you'll have to figure out how you're gonna get there, considering that no one is allowed to go from Old Corvosa to the city proper right now.
That's what I was saying.
All right, listen. I have 32 charges of healing, and each charge will essentially do 10 healing.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, we have 300 healing in our back pocket.
Ooh, healing.
Yep. Plus
So
whatever Sarah can put out. Yeah.
I think we can get through one adventuring day if shit hits the fan.
There's
But
like, wait,
not
hold
more than
on. I have a potion. I have 4 potions of cure light wounds, and she's like digging through her, what's it called? Her bag of holding. Like, okay, so I have 4 potions of cure light wounds. I have 1 potion of cure moderate wounds. I have a necromancer spell book. Let's see what else. I know how to. Nadia taught me how to cure moderate wounds, so I kind of can do a few of those now. And also, I know a bard trick to getting everybody to feel a little bit better at the end of a fight. I just haven't gotten the chance to use it yet.
Also, keep in mind that it's currently evening.
It's currently evening.
Yeah, the assault on Piltus Palace was kind of already like
Okay.
the full adventuring day.
No, what I was gonna say though is okay. So the best way to get back to the mainland, if that is where we think Vencarlo is to do the thing I did the last time, which was ferry us over the water at night in the spots that we saw before. So if that's
what
what
I
we
thought
want
we
to
were doing.
do, we can go to we can go meet up at the spot now. But I wasn't sure if there's anything else you needed to do here on Old Corvosa. That's what I thought we were clarifying. But
Okay.
if that's not anything we're doing,
let me just refresh my own memory real fast to see.
I'm so okay. So
I'm trying to determine because I obviously Salvatore told you to seek out the Arkonas. I'm trying to remember if it's listed here that he tells you like where they are.
You guys can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
Google Chrome just completely crashed and all my web pages went down, but Discord's still here. That's why I was very confused.
Live.
Also, I don't know why Sarah's sounding very meek tonight.
It's all right. I mean, I'm not going to judge. I'm getting over being sick myself. Yeah, so Salvatore would have told you that the Arkona Palace is on Old Corvosa. It's on the island. You don't have to try to get you don't have to try to infiltrate the city to go to where they live.
Okay, yeah, well, that's why I was clarifying. I was like, I feel like we're missing steps in order for operations, but if that's what you guys want to do, I'll take us. Like, I don't understand the
Sarah's
plan,
like,
but
I feel like we have more stuff that we need to do here. I'm not ready to go back to the mainland, but also it's getting pretty late. Maybe we should. I mean, we're right by
the hatchery.
Well, we're also next to this house right here.
Yeah.
Maybe we can. We already know it's cleared because we cleared it out.
No, I'm saying it reminds me of the hatchery.
Oh, that.
I was like mockingly, like callback, throwback, like we're right
Yeah.
on the water's edge. It's all
like,
the way
okay,
back
so
to the beginning.
No, that's true.
It's dark. It's dark. We don't know. We're disagreeing about what to do next. I think we should just sleep on it. There's a house right here that we know is clear because we cleared it.
Reef has gone inside to the cleanest room.
Reef already
As you're talking.
out here claiming beds. Yeah, it's gonna be this
There's
room.
like, oh shit, and runs in.
Was something to you, and immediately you made sense. The moment you made sense, Reef just started walking into the building like him. I agree. Cool.
Sarah dives through and breaks another window. I'm kidding.
I not through a door that time.
Nadia already took care of it because this is a window right here.
No, but I did. Well, that was an accident.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Yeah, that was you.
It's okay.
I didn't mean to do that. There's a second floor, right?
Yes.
Where is the second floor?
Use your imagination.
No, there's no second floor in Salvatore's house. No.
Oh,
okay.
wrong house.
Vencarlo's house
So
had a
Sarah
second floor.
runs into the bedroom, finds Reef take the bed, and said, "Damn it!" and just rolls out of bedroll.
All right, I'm
Reef
going.
grins and kind of looks at you and goes, "Okay, considering the fact that I literally can't fit on this, I'm gonna curl up on the floor. Here you go."
While this is going on, I'm gonna
Yay!
be adding on the hit points for the rest.
That makes sense. We're gonna rest for the night. Be safe.
Is anyone keeping watch?
Guys, throw Reef a pillow.
I'm most certainly gonna sleep on the roof and keep watch of the shit to use because I don't trust those motherfuckers.
All right, so in that case, Sin, just make a perception check for one check for the night, and then we'll see if anything happens.
I have night vision. All right, advanced eyeballs, go.
That's perform.
Nope. Wrong one.
Okay, well.
Same number.
Okay, that's kind of.
Yeah, I mean, the OTUs make a whole bunch of grumbling noises throughout the night, to the point that you're not really sure how anyone's able to sleep. But there no dangers befall you during the night.
Reef just snores
Cool.
peacefully.
And you wake the next morning on Oath Day. Sin, you wake up to find that you are a little bit damp. There was a bit of a drizzle overnight that was not enough to wake you. But aside from that inconvenience, you're totally fine.
I have resistance to cold. Damn it! So yeah, take that cold.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't have been cold enough to do anything like that anyway, so you're good. But all right.
All right, for my amusement, I'm gonna shout out that the shit to use are attacking.
Oh no.
Alright, Cap, we're being invaded.
Sarah's
Cold brown.
Sarah grabs a dagger and just like jumps up.
Runs outside.
Yes,
And
Sarah.
for Flair, we're gonna say that she is in whatever she wears for her pajamas.
Okay. I'll let you.
So she's essentially like
determine that.
in her underwear and like a light tunic or something.
And Reef is just cat moded on the floor, on the fucking bedspread. And then coming out and being like, "What's happening? What's going on?"
Oh, and Brown, we have an emergency.
Sarah's like, "What?" She's like holding. She has a couple daggers in her hand. She's like ready.
Reef is crawled off the floor with a string of weapons just being dragged behind him. What's going on? What's happening?
Wait a second. Send squints. False alarm.
You
I faceplant where I am.
fucker.
Faceplant right here. Good night.
Reef
Asleep.
goes back to being unbothered in his lane.
Sarah
Yes.
holds her dagger, starts aiming, thinks about it, and is like, ugh, and goes back to bed.
All right, so a little more time.
I myself
Go ahead.
somehow. I was gonna say, I got entertained somehow after getting wet from the roof.
That's fair. All right, so yeah, a little bit more time passes. And after that, everyone else wakes up properly without any fear that there's an invasion occurring.
All right, Sarah gets dressed, goes into the kitchen thingy, which I guess is here, and brews coffee.
Nice. Okay, so
Like,
coffee on for the group.
who said for the group?
Okay, fine, fair.
No, I'm kidding. So Sarah
I'm
brews
I'm
coffee,
brewing,
and as soon as Sin comes in, she goes, "No coffee for you."
I don't need your damn coffee. I have halfling tea, and I brew me a cup.
Sarah knocks tea out of his hand like a petty cat.
Wow.
Sin is just glaring at you. He's like doing calculations and says, "Let me see if I murder you, can I get away with it?"
Sarah's like, "That was for waking me up in the middle of the night," and then actually goes and brews him a new cup of tea. 'cause she's not that mean. Or she at least puts up water for him for a new cup of tea.
Oh yeah, a cup of water. That totally makes up for it. As I put another halfling tea bag.
It's my D&D game.
I'm going
You're
to
lucky.
sleep.
You're lucky. I have 15 more tea bags.
Sarah, I think you barely used the first one. You could use that one again.
It's gonna be diluted.
No, it's not. It didn't really use anything. I kind of did it as soon as you put the bag in.
It's ruined.
He snob. And Sarah just sits there
Keep
and
working
drinks her
on it.
coffee.
That was terrible. Rafe,
I am holding tea and sipping it slowly and looking at you. Yes.
you want some halfling tea?
You mean this wasn't for everyone already?
No,
Well, Sarah
Sarah's
made
making
coffee for everybody and jokingly said sit, not for sin. And then he made tea, and Sarah, still annoyed from the night before, knocked his tea out of his hands and then put up a pot for fresh tea.
I assumed okay. I was role playing as if I had poured myself a cup as it had finished brewing and looked at Sin and saying, "Oh wait, was this not for everybody?"
No, it's not. You get the diluted tea bag, Reef. I made the good one.
I was like, Reef, would you like some coffee?
Any type of caffeine, please.
Sarah just hands him a cup of coffee.
Put the tea bag in his coffee.
I will drink it. I'm going
Sarah
to drink
is
my
actually
tea
okay with
coffee.
it. She's like, yeah, sure, go for it. More caffeine.
I'm drinking my
caffeine
tea.
good.
I'm drinking my tea, caffeine, coffee, and stretching out a little bit. Back in my face, going, "All right, whew. All right, to the castle. Let's go. All right, limber
All right,
up.
Tim, refresh my memory.
Are we
What
flying
does
in?
the drug do?
Am I just flying in and dropping everyone in on top of the castle and saying fuck it?
Oh, hold a sec, Reef.
Okay, yeah,
We gotta
couple
let the halfling set.
couple things at once here. Let's see. So your halfling tea. Right. Okay.
It's been so long. I don't know what my drugs do.
Yeah, I really should just link something, but that's weird. Hold on.
You got a little painting of a deado, and it came with a mini easel.
You get Animal Crossing.
Oh, I see.
Huh?
Okay, I know what happened here. So your halfling tea is actually you're brewing tea using halfling weed, I think is what this is.
Maybe I'm pretty sure like the halfling tea is its own thing to where you get hallucinations depending on like what roll the dice say.
Yeah. Let me all right. Let's see. Maybe I can find it now.
You could just say that me and Reeve
Oh,
are drinking
no.
both, you know.
I wait, was it this one? Was it it's described as a tea that shifts in color from orange to blue, and when drank the user rolls on, like the wild magic table basically, which doesn't really exist
That's
in
the one.
Pathfinder. Okay. So yeah, it's not actually called halfling tea. Let me change that on your inventory. It's actually called weirdling tea.
So I have to step
Oh,
away
no
from
wonder
this.
I would
Again,
call it
I'll be right
halfling tea.
back.
Let me pull up a table here. Okay.
Just the way weird is spelled out is weird to me, which is appropriate.
Yeah, it is an exception to the I before E rule. All right, so yeah, you take a dose of weirdling tea. Go ahead and roll me a D100.
A195.
You are affected by the tongues spell for 10 minutes. So
Thank
All right then.
So basically, you can speak and understand the language of any intelligent creature that you come into contact with, but only one at a time. Even though you can understand several languages at once, but you can only speak one at a time. And when speaking the language, you can make yourself understood by as far as your voice can carry. And that's about it.
I have received the spiritual gift of the drugs. What'd you get, Reef?
Oh, Reef drank some too. Okay, so yeah, Reef.
Yes, I did.
You can roll a D100 as well. 31. Okay. You are targeted. Not that there's anything for this to do, but you are targeted by a lesser restoration spell.
Reef wakes up completely just refreshed, looks up at everyone, goes, "Yo, today is awesome. I feel great. I don't know what any of y'all are talking about, but let's get this stuff done. Let's go to the castle. We're gonna get our friend back. Like, I don't understand. I got energy. How's y'all sleep?
This, Reef,
Floor's
is the
great."
power of drugs.
Yeah, that's
Taste
actually
more.
perfect flavoring. Reef is positively chipper and ready to attack the day.
He's
This is
never a
what-
morning person.
Probably emphasis on attack, but you know.
Yes, yes. 100%.
Attack the
this is why
day
you
with
take
my
drugs, kids.
attack the day with my big fuck off scythe.
Works better than caffeine.
All right.
Let's go, Reef. I understand all comprehend languages. Let's go.
So yeah, you have that active on you for the next 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm gonna throw it over to the city map real fast just so I can show you exactly where on the map you are going to. So let's see here. Salvatore's place is right here. You are headed up here. Oh, sorry, no, not there. I picked the wrong thing. You're actually headed into Fort Corvosa, which is where the Arkona Palace is located. So you're basically heading northwest across the island to get over there. And now I will drop you onto that map. So let's go there. Get you guys on there. Okay. So you arrive at Arkona Palace. Arkona Palace is perched at the highest point atop Endrin Isle, which is part of Old Corvosa. From what you know about it, it is home to the Arkona family and the Arkona family alone. Any hired help or guards that are on the property dwell in one of the outbuildings rather than the main manor. The grounds are mostly open, decorated here and there with tiny groups of trees, some exotic topiaries that depict animals. You see some elephants, you see cobras, you see tigers. You see some others too, but those three are the most common. The palace is really quite breathtaking on the outside. Very clearly built in the Vudrani style, which Vudra is a faraway land from Corvosa, at least. So yeah, very foreign looking and exotic. And let's see here. You are, as you approach the door, you are, I don't have any tokens to depict it, but you are intercepted by a group of 6 castle guards. The guards are simply asking you to state your purpose and why you are here at the manor, essentially.
Reef says we have business in terms of the blockade, and I think the family would like to know this information, but it is for their ears and their ears only.
Sorry, guys, I'm back. I had to put on a pain patch.
You're okay.
The guard looks at you and says, "Ah, yes. So you mean to gain an audience with Lord Glorio? Right this way."
Yes.
So he leads you inside.
Did you say Lord Glorio?
Glorio.
Glorio.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I kind of expected that he would become Lord Glory Hole if that's what you really wanted to call him.
Can I? Just
In
to
my
fuck
notes
with
he
him?
goes.
I mean, he might kill you if you actually say it to his face, but yeah, feel free.
I know, Tico.
So yeah, he's gonna lead you into the doorway. He leads you to the right.
No, but Tim, seriously, how likely am I to die for calling this guy Lord Glorio?
Very.
Very.
Sorry, why are we
Okay, I
running
won't
to
do
Lord
it.
Glorio again?
Because his actual name is Glorio.
I thought I said Glorio. I'm sorry.
Glorio.
But he said Glorio. That's why I was like, why? What kind of a fucking name is this?
So I skipped a step here. After you're led inside by the guards, you are taken by another man. He introduces himself as Karno-chan. He is the major domo for the palace, and he brings you into the room where your tokens currently are. He has you all take a seat on the various pieces of furniture in the room, which I will describe to you. It's a very comfortable room, warmed by a large fireplace. It's marble sides and mantle carved into a parade of capering monkeys and tigers. There's a large sofa against the so yeah, this isn't like true north orientation. So north is here, it's this way. So along the northern wall is the large sofa, and to the south there are a few pretty cozy looking chairs. So he just has you take a seat, and he is going to go fetch Lord Glorio, or just figure out if he has time to see you all. So you're sitting there waiting for about 5 minutes. So if there's anything you guys want to do amongst yourselves, feel free. If not, I can move on.
All right, before I move on, because I did have to step away to grab pain meds. Why are we looking for Lord Glorio again? I do apologize.
So Reef explained that he had business to discuss with the basically the Lord of the Manor. You guys weren't given. I don't think you guys were given Glorio's name. But the guards took that as a good enough reason for you to be there, so they brought you in. Now you're waiting for the major domo of the palace to go get Lord Glorio, so that he can converse with you. But yeah, like I said, if you guys don't have any like RP you want to do in the meantime, then I'll just move on.
Sarah is looking at Reef and it's like, Sarah looks at Reef and says, you better have a good plan. Also, Theo, we are polite, correct? We use correct names and call people by their titles, right?
Him.
Yes, because
Add
Theo's
character.
definitely the
I
party
never
member
said
known for
Lord
that.
in character. I
No,
always asked
also in
Adam-
but in character, Sarah also knows that Theo.
My name is Theo, not Erzlin. I just wanted to make sure I was hearing the name right. That's all.
No, I know. But also in character, like she's looking at Theo, but she's also kind of saying this to everybody.
Yeah, Theo, you're definitely the one who's known for calling people the wrong name. Tisk tisk.
Then you have no place to talk. You call him by his correct name, and nobody picks a fight, correct?
Fine.
So
That's correct.
We have a palace anyway.
I'm realizing now that I didn't describe the entrance, so just to give you the visual of what that looked like, there was a black marble arch depicting dozens of elephants standing one atop the other, framing a great ebony door in the south wall of this wide and airy entrance hall. Above the door, an elephant looks out over the hall, a single eye, a glittering bloodstone the size of an apple. Tall windows grant a commanding view of the palace grounds, and a rich red carpet, 10 feet wide and luxuriously thick, provides a pathway between doors to the west and north and around a corner to the east, which is where you were taken to this room that you now find yourselves in. Each of these doors, as well as 3 smaller ones to the west of the northern pair, are decorated with images of a 6-armed, 4-faced woman who rides a tiger with human hands for feet. So, very ornately decorated, and there's definitely a penchant for exotic animals in the theming here. After a short time, the Majordomo returns, and he has somebody else in tow, and it is this man.
Is that Lord Glorio?
That is Lord Glorio.
Also unrelated, but when I scrolled over the image, the magnifying glass is like right on his crotch, and I can't stop laughing.
Amazing.
It really is. That's because he has the hole for the glory hole. Oh, sorry, I meant the penis, not the hole.
So he walks in, and let me switch the music a bit. One sort of point of order. Theo, you at this point, you feel a slight tingle as the power of the Harrow deck has activated for you. In all instances that where you are dealing with Lord Glorio, you gain a +2 to all intelligence-based skills. And I have to remind myself if there's anything else to do here. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. That's all.
Now, if it was dexterity, that would benefit me, but I guess intelligence is not too bad.
Yeah, that was book.
Not too bad.
That was book 1, unfortunately. But yes. So yeah.
Use all the brain power you can manage.
For you, yes. As long as you're dealing with Lord Glorio here, you gain a +2 on all intelligence-based checks.
I don't even know which ones are intelligence-based.
Knowledge, linguistics, appraise, craft, spellcraft. I have it in the buff box.
Okay, well.
Let's see. Just check this off.
Okay.
Oh, I named them all. Nice.
Oh, did you? Oh, I went to go look at them and you closed it out. Okay, cool. So what does Glory Hole want? What do you want with Glory Hole, actually?
Well, he's gonna talk to you, so.
Okay, cool.
Ah, good day, good day.
No,
Glorio
that's his name
Arkona,
now. It's in my
pleased to
notes.
Make your acquaintance. Oh, goodness, Carlo,
turn
you
him up?
didn't provide our guests with wine and cheese to enjoy while they waited?
Terribly sorry, my lord. I will rectify this mistake immediately.
That you do. Are you trying to publicly humiliate me, man?
Never, my lord. I defer to your own skill in such matters. Now, if you will excuse me, I need to locate some cheese to accompany your wine.
Oh, that man, he's far too right. This place would be a shambles without him, as would I. I must beg your forgiveness, though. He normally never misses such simple courtesies. All this recent turmoil weighs heavily upon us all, it seems. Now then, how can I be of service?
I'll let Kim do the talk. I'll let Sarah do the talking.
Sarah looks
She's
at
the
Reese
charisma
because
person.
it's like out of character. I genuinely do not know why we're here. Because when we made this decision, I had stepped away to get pain meds, and when I came back, we were in front of his door.
You're here to gain more information
out
about.
Of character. Can someone catch him?
Tim was just about to do that.
You're here to gain more information, or hopefully gain more information about the whereabouts of Vencarlo and Neolandus, the seneschal of Castle Corvosa.
Thank you. Okay, so Sarah's like, hello, Lord Glorio. It's a pleasure to meet you. My companions and I are actually looking for a friend or a couple of friends really, and we're hoping that you might be able to help us.
Let's see if this button does what it's supposed to.
Well, certainly I am familiar with both Neolandus and Vencarlo. The latter has visited me a few times, usually to pester me about some issue of civic distress or another. Perhaps his lectures have left an impression upon me after all. I am actually quite surprised he hasn't shown his face recently, considering the situation. Regarding Neolandus, we haven't spoken some time since all of this strife began.
When was the last time you two of you spoke?
He says, well, it was probably just before King Aedra died. Neolandus seemed concerned.
Concerned? Do you know why?
He believed that there was some kind of plot afoot, and it turns out he was right.
Is it on the chair?
I don't know how you feel about it or how familiar you are, but it is my opinion that the Queen had some manner of hand in the king's death.
Definitely agree.
You will
He
understand if
says
I
under his
keep my
breath.
thoughts close to my chest regarding this matter, given the current climate.
Oh, but of
She totally
course,
did it.
don't worry.
Reef stifles himself.
But I will say that we are most definitely not working for the Queen.
Okay. Let's see here.
As for Vencarlo, you said he sent you many letters?
Oh no, he was a frequent visitor. He would oftentimes
Take a picture of Kelly.
try to beseech me to get involved in some political matters that, frankly, weren't particularly my business. But I always heard him out because he's always been an honest and forthcoming person. It's the least I could do.
Indeed he is. That's why I actually consider him a good friend. What type of matters did he try to get you involved in?
Oh, you know, just dealing with the ruffians of this godforsaken island. But I do find it strange that I haven't heard from him about that lately. The activity's only gotten worse recently.
That's honestly part of why we were looking for him. He's been helpful with us for trying to get some friends to safety, and he told us that he would be out of contact for a bit, and now we can't find him at all. We're worried something may have happened.
Okay, I assure you that nothing bad is happening right now, but I would like everybody to make a will saving throw.
Okay.
All right, advanced brain, don't fail me now. Fuck.
Will?
Yes, Will.
Will, you say? I know, I was just excited. So I'm not raging. I won't rage.
Plus
I'll just do
8,
Lily Wills.
plus 6,
Okay.
plus 5.
good
I'm just sitting here at a plus 1.
Good to know. I'll keep all those results in mind. Sorry, Sarah, what was it that you asked him again? I got sidetracked.
I didn't actually ask him anything.
Oh,
I
that's right.
just said that we're worried about that. It's like, yeah, no, he's been very helpful, and we've been trying to look for him, but we can't find him, and we're worried something may have happened. Like, I pretty much ended on a statement.
Yeah. He says, well, as I said, I haven't seen them recently, and well, of course, Karno-shan would have told me if if he had dealt with them himself, and just as he says this, the major domo comes back in and provides you all with some cheese and wine to enjoy while you're here. He just says, I can tell that you want help, and I can tell I think I know why you're here. Tell me,
Do you know where he is?
Are you keeping anything from me?
What?
I can bluff him.
Sarah,
We know how to get around the blockade. It seems like you have a nice little castle around here, but you're stuck on it.
I
You
suppose.
scratch my back, I scratch yours.
I suppose what I'm asking is, how did you arrive at the decision to come here?
truthfully, we were looking, or here specifically
Yes. What?
to you.
Yes. What made you come to
Truthfully,
my
because
home?
we're looking for Vencarlo, and we know that he used to frequent here often. So honestly, we were hoping he told you something.
All right, let me see if this button is.
Really? Are you sure? There are no shortages of petty schemes and political saboteurs in old Corvosa who would love to cast the Arkonas in a foul light. Can you be assured of the truth of this?
That's a response.
Well, my sister is as much a master of this place as I, and much as she is now, I am often indisposed and unaware of what takes place in every nook and cranny. It is not as if I have eyes in every room. Perhaps Malia knows more of this.
So
that does actually fit with what we're saying.
That was that was a response to the suggestion that they were here.
Yeah, that's what I was. Reef made the suggestion that he was here, and then he might have an inkling of where he was, and if he told me that, I would get him things he wanted from outside of Old Corvosa.
Sarah, meanwhile, is more of a doesn't they suspect them that they're here, as he may have helped hide them. If that makes sense.
Go ahead. We'll do a round of sense motive checks here.
For everyone?
Yep, everyone.
I instinctively just reach over to where Nadia would be sitting, then I realize that we don't have Nadia anymore, so I can't do the point someone's head at them.
Reef pats your shoulder, grabs your hands, and puts it on top of my head and turns it towards him.
With a 20, it worked. All right, stop me now.
Sarah sees this and turns to him and goes, "Sorry, we just lost a party member. She's not dead. She just went to go find her family, and we still miss her."
Theo did better than I.
I'm either too
Sarah
focused
did better
on
than I.
wine, or I'm just way too focused on the fact that I don't have someone that can hey, do this for me anymore.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. You're gonna have to change your whole dynamic in how you do non-combative encounters.
I miss having the super eyeballs.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to adapt, and that's gonna be okay.
By the way, I'm imagining this conversation happening in real time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
it's just
it'll explain the zero.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was very distracted, and Reef tried to make him feel better, being like, "I'll be your sense motive, Bob." Meanwhile, he's actually got the second worst roll out of all of us. Looking actually at Sarah and Theo for actual information on if this guy's good or not.
The second worst roll out of all of us is apparently a 20. So.
If only you could see what I rolled for his check.
If only you could see what I could see.
Do not go to the stream to look. By the way, I'm just gonna say that right now.
Oh, I didn't even know that was an option.
I know, but I feel like somebody might get curious, and don't do that. There's a good reason why I'm asking you not to do that. So
okay.
You'll have to tell us later.
I will. Yeah, no, don't worry.
Very pro no spoilers right now.
So he latches on to the story about Nadia, and he just says, "Well, if her family is missing and they're outside the city, then I certainly don't blame them. The Queen has certainly made life harder on all of us here."
Not been easy with her ruling, let's say that. And Reef looks a little bit longingly at his crown that's off kilter on Sin's horns, and then looks up at him and goes, "But I feel that there is a change in the wind coming soon, and fairer weather will be here, and maybe some fairer politics, because this city being locked down like this, and you squandered off to the side like this, one of the oldest families in Corvosa, does not sit right."
Sarah just looks and goes, also, honestly,
Even
people
in this
being locked up.
palace, we are not immune to the plight of the city.
Sorry, no. Go
I've
ahead.
done what
I'll restart that one after you say what you want to say.
And Sarah's like, also, like, people being locked up is not good for business, and just kind of points to the lute on her, or guitar on her back.
Yeah,
He nods and then
that is true.
goes into this.
Even in this palace, we are not immune to the plight of the city. I've done what I can with my limited resources to keep old Corvosa from falling into complete anarchy, but I admit more could be done. But sometimes what is best for all is not what is best for some. Hard choices need to be made. The burden of leadership. Our queen is trying her best. The quarantine really was her only choice. Hopefully now, with the source stifled, she will be able to lift it soon. Letting it persist needlessly long will only cripple the city further. A ruler without such wisdom has no place on a throne, don't you think?
Sarah just kind of looks at him quizzically and goes, you know she was the source for that, right?
He sits and ponders that for a minute, and he says, "Well, I suppose that's possible."
He just swivels heads and looks at Sarah, being like, "Well, your tune changed quick."
He just says, "Well, I wouldn't know for sure. I've been so concerned with what's been going on over here, but I I think that what you say could have some merit." And then as soon as he gets done saying that, his vision goes over to Reef, and he says, "Now, it was you that mentioned perhaps doing business."
Yes. As I was saying, you seem stuck
Actually,
here.
I have heard of what transpired during the
Hold
Queen's
on.
last-
Let me restart that.
No, that was actually all I was gonna say. Is you
Actually,
seem stuck
I
here.
have heard of what transpired during the Queen's last public, shall we say, display. There is certainly more to her than meets the eye, it would seem. I have information regarding this and of your friends. But speaking of such things is simply put risky, and I would need to have more trust in those I speak to. If you can help with this matter here in Old Corvosa, then I could help you more directly with your quest. On this I promise. Now then, the matter I speak of is restoring order, and the most direct path to such an end is to kill the Emperor of Old Corvosa. That man is a fountainhead of misery and mayhem, and his removal would certainly cause its mob to collapse upon itself, wherein my guardsmen can restore order to the district with the minimum amount of bloodshed. What say you?
Reef laughs. Reef just laughs in
Sarah's
his
just
face.
like, we did that.
Oh, okay.
Oreo, I just
Sarah's like,
put my hand on
do you
top
want to hear the
of
song I wrote
Reef.
about it?
Meet
It was
meet the new
glorious.
Emperor of Corvosa.
Yeah, Sarah's like, I wrote a song about it. It was beautiful.
So with that, you hear he says the following.
It seems congratulations are in order. For your unexpected service to this family, I would like to give you an additional reward. This ring can allow you to evade harm from spells and the like, provided you are fast enough to activate its magic. Regarding Vencarlo and Neolandus, well, that's a trifle complicated.
Before anyone asks anything about the complications, like I said, he said he presents you with a gift. It is a ring that has a deep green colored bloodstone set in it. Um, he invites you to inspect it, examine it. Okay.
I just grab Reef's hand, just pointing at the ring. What's it do?
Sarah like Sarah takes a look, does detect magic on it.
So make a spellcraft check, Sarah.
Oh yes. Spellcraft. Oh damn.
Very nice. This is a
Spellcraft?
ring of evasion.
I know nothing.
So Sarah is inspecting this ring. She does detect magic. She goes, oh, this is a very generous gift. Thank you.
What's it do?
I will explain shortly. I am just adding something to Sarah's sheet because I realized that I
I will
never.
explain shortly.
Okay.
So Sarah's continuing to try to Sarah's also look at the ring. Can I for shits and gigs while you're doing that, I'm also going to appraise the bloodstone.
Okay. Yeah, sure. It's a pretty valuable bloodstone.
Great.
Oh
So
no. Moving.
kind of just to justify me like continuing to stare at it.
All right. Please let me edit the spell. Okay. And there.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of picturing everyone just staring at Sarah while she stares at the ring intently.
All right. So, Ring of Evasion. This essentially provides the same effect as the evasion rogue class feature. So if you are targeted by a spell or spell effect that requires a reflex saving throw, and you succeed on the save, you take no damage instead of half damage.
Okay, so Sarah, it's like, all right, so this is a ring of evasion, and what it does is basically, as long as we, like, even if the magic we avoid most of the magic spell, we won't have any of its effects. Like, as long as we can avoid it, it won't hit us or hurt us.
So is it specifically a spell that you have to dodge, or is it just any spell in general?
I believe it is any spell in general.
Ooh. It's good. Real good. Alright, who gets the ring?
Sarah is like, no, I'm kidding.
I support whoever wants the ring.
Sarah's like, I mean, I'm happy to keep it for now, but we can also discuss that later. I'll just hold on to it.
It's fine.
So
Hold
Sarah
on
has
to
it
it.
for
with your fingers.
safekeeping with the idea that we will discuss who gets it after we finish talking to Lord Glorio.
And his wife. Even if they are married.
And she just looks at him and says, "Thank you
Awesome.
very much for this generous gift. Like, truly, this was extremely generous of you."
He says,
We did just get rid of the Emperor, so.
but of course, a small gift to those who've done such a great favor already.
So, Reef doesn't like how easy this was. Not gonna
Digits
lie.
cursed.
No, I don't think the ring is cursed. I just don't. I'm confused as to how what seems like a fucking powerful ass noble who because who else has a castle? The only other person we've seen come out of a goddamn castle this whole goddamn time is the queen. So as far as I'm concerned, he's got to be powerful nobility. He can't be otherwise.
Oh, and
How
Sarah's
did
like
he not?
totally.
How did he not get
Sarah's like
control of old
totally.
Cardozo?
Oh, sorry. Sarah's like totally not surprised by a noble not having any idea of what's going on outside their walls. Like, this does not faze her in the slightest.
I'm just completely distracted by the wine and cheese.
Theo is just confused and staring into a corner.
So Sarah is sipping on her wine and goes, so we took care of, so in addition to this ring, you were going to tell, so Sarah just kind of slips the ring on her finger, or looks at it nicely and goes, so you also said that you had some information for us?
Yes. So he says,
You see, it's actually rather tragic. Neolandus was brought to us seeking asylum, as apparently our beloved queen had sent assassins after the poor man. So we hid him in the Vivified Labyrinth, an ancient dungeon beneath the palace that we use more for training agents than anything else these days. But the problem is thus. Vencarlo, seeking Neolandus, attempted to sneak into the labyrinth and triggered some of the ancient defensive enchantments. My men have verified that they yet live, but they are trapped within that place. I am no adventurer fit to brave such a place, and the state of Old Corvosa has made locating suitably skilled agents to enact their rescue difficult at best. But now you are here, looking for both these men, and have proven yourselves trustworthy. It would seem we can solve each other's problems.
I squint slightly and I just like point Reef at him.
Question, this might sound, if Vencarlo was so well trusted, why did he sneak in?
Vencarlo and I have had a rocky relationship from the start. I won't attempt to hide it. The Arkona family does have several contacts in the shadows of the city. When I inherited the duties of my family name, I maintained said contacts. I felt it was wiser to be aware of what occurred in the darkness, perhaps to exert influence to steer it, direct it, than to simply attempt to crush it and have it rise again somewhere unseen. Vencarlo has always been suspicious of my motives, regardless of how much I have tried to learn from his own examples. Perhaps this is why he did not come to me directly and instead attempted to reach Neolandus on his own.
Sarah is raised, this is an eyebrow of suspicion, but is going to outwardly just say, that makes sense. Sure. But we know where they are, and what do y'all think? Because we need Vencarlo, Neolandus is with him, and since we know where they are, they could probably use our help.
Seems legit.
any other questions for him, or any checks that you guys want to make, or?
So, okay, I have questions. What I was trying to ask before is, how did someone like him, who seems to be so well connected, not become the emperor when things shut down? How did he lose power to someone so low below him when he seems to have these connections? This isn't adding up to me.
He thinks on that and he says, well, there's a part of me that believes that there are more important things to worry about in the current time. I'm a bit more concerned with what the Queen is doing as we speak than some 2-bit thug taking over part of the island. I can always reclaim that whenever I want.
Reeve kind of shrugs and goes, doesn't bring attention to you, lets you focus on the grander scheme. You know what? Okay, I accept that answer. That's pretty reasonable. I nod and say, so we're on the same page. Queen, gotta go.
Let's see. I think this button might have some info on that?
Goodness, I never said anything like that. To even imply such a thing would be, well, it would practically be treasonous. And we all love our queen far too much for such thoughts, don't we?
Oh, of course. I was just clarifying your intention, I could say.
Roll sense motive. Also, anyone
Uh-huh.
who wants to gain any additional information about the Vivified Labyrinth can roll knowledge local.
How do I have
I got
10
this.
points total into fucking sense motive, and I've been rolling so shittily today?
Because it doesn't matter what your skill rank is, it's all about the dice's mood.
Yeah, I know. So that plus 10 means nothing. Well, actually means a lot, because my 2 on the dice is a 12, so, like, I can't be too mad.
It'd be like that. Knowledge local, go!
Okay.
Let's go.
So, as far as sense motive goes, he seems on the up enough, at least enough to ease any concerns that you might have regarding the information that he's giving you.
Okay.
As far as the knowledge checks, Sarah and Sin both succeed, and they each recall different rumors that they had heard, from other people talking about it. Sin with his knowledge of the kind of underbelly of the city, Sarah from doing all of her performances, overhearing audience members talking about this stuff. You both recall rumors that this Vivified Labyrinth is a rather notorious dungeon. In addition to what Glorio said about using it to train his agents, the rumors tell a slightly different story, which is that the dungeon is used by the Arkonas to additionally torment and test any prisoners that they come into the possession of. So up to you if you decide to keep that detail to yourself.
I don't know, so... I know nothing, Jon Snow.
I look over at Sarah with a knowful look in my eye. I do believe this shit.
Sarah whispers to him. Honestly, I've been suspicious of him since we got here. He's too jovial and too clueless.
I can even look. Just this.
With that, he says, "I do hope you've been enjoying the refreshments that we've provided for you." And then he goes into information about the labyrinth, just wanting to kind of prepare you for what you need to do to get into it. So here's his next voice line for that.
The Vivified Labyrinth is ancient, built long ago by the family when it was far more brutal. To reach it, you must go into the palace garden. Approach the elephant statue and say the words, "Kamidu is blind," and then press the central tile of the platform it stands upon. After taking the stairs that appear, you will be in a sea cave. Descend using the rope bridges to the second landing. You will find a concealed doorway on it. This will lead you to the labyrinth. Be warned, the ancient magics in that place are powerful and unknown to me. But I can tell you this, the labyrinth itself can be rotated by pulling key levers, with each rotation revealing new rooms and connections. Somewhere within you will find your friends.
Did you guys get all that, or should I play it again?
You play it again?
Sure. I will emphasize that this would be a good time. I know you guys have been doing it throughout, but this is a good time for someone to be taking notes. So
I've been taking notes.
The Vivified Labyrinth is ancient, built long ago by the family when it was far more brutal. To reach it, you must go into the palace garden. Approach the elephant statue and say the words, "Kamidu is blind," and then press the central tile of the platform it stands upon. After taking the stairs that appear, you will be in a sea cave. Descend using the rope bridges to the second landing. You will find a concealed doorway on it. This will lead you to the labyrinth. Be warned, the ancient magics in that place are powerful and unknown to me. But I can tell you this, the labyrinth itself can be rotated by pulling key levers, with each rotation revealing new rooms and connections. Somewhere within, you will find your friends.
Okay.
He then says that you can reach the garden by going through the set of double doors that were in front of you when you first entered the palace.
All right,
I think
go to
that
the
is our cue to
gardens.
leave.
All right, go to the garden. Something about an elephant. Comedian who's blind. Go to the stairs. Then there's gonna be a sea cave. Take the rope bridges, and then there could be key levers that lead to new rooms. That's what I got.
To what Reef said, he says, "Oh, please stay as long as you like and enjoy the cheese and wine. I must take my leave now, though. I have other business to attend to, but I trust you to see yourselves to your task." And he takes his leave.
Don't mind if I do. Well, fuck.
Sarah just sits there gently sipping on her wine.
I'm gonna sit down here on the chair and look at everyone and go, okay, so we just made the deal with what it feels like the devil.
Nah, not devil,
But
just idiot.
I just feel like we don't have any other way. We're just gonna trade one noble house for another. Just
Sarah just
What's
looks at Reef and she goes, "All nobles are scum. At least they pay well."
You-
And she toasts to Lord Glorio and continues drinking her wine.
I look at everyone else and going, okay, so where are we going to head out after we've cleaned up and rested here a little bit? He's given us the time and peace to do so, but let's not overstay our welcome. And let's find our friend. He gave us an exact way in.
Yeah,
We
it's
should
like,
go there.
So Sarah's just kind of like, cool. She enjoys her cheese. She assumes that there's some like bread and hummus or something there. She's just like, like, I think we should finish this food because it would be polite, and then we should get going.
Makes sense to me.
Indeed.
It is
If-
also very good.
True. If there's a chance we're gonna die, we might as well enjoy some cheese and wine before we do.
Exactly.
Also,
I love
Sarah.
cheese.
But
All right, so he mentioned something about magic traps. I'm gonna need you to use detect magic constantly. I don't trust that shit.
I was planning on it.
All right, reiterate. It's important to reiterate, Sarah.
I understood. And thank you everyone for being on your best behavior and not insulting him to his face. I appreciate that. And
A
to
lot
be
of
fair,
willpower.
yeah,
lot of
I
willpower.
can tell.
I miss the days when I can offer any dude I meet drugs, but certain people I can't. It's sad.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Not with this dude, obviously, but maybe the next guy. Maybe the next guy.
So got
Spirit
your
awareness.
finally got Sarah's cantrips properly updated, and the Ring of Evasion is now in your sheet. Yeah, I would say use this time to make any other preparations that you want to make before going down there. You know, if there's any sort of like long duration buffs you want to cast on yourself, or do anything else of that nature, now's the time.
Can I go by chalk real quick? Just like a stick of chalk.
I
All right,
don't-
so
I'm not exactly sure where you would go to get that right now, but sure, we can just say that you depart quick
Go
to
to the
get some chalk.
go to
You
the
do
kitchen quarters, the serving quarters. Honestly, they probably have a board where they write tasks and things for steal from them.
Sin, if you do leave the palace to go do this, you do get stopped by the guards on your way back in. But it's a relatively easy enough task to get them to remember that your friends are still in there and that you are with them.
Alright, sweet. This chalk is gonna save our lives. I'm calling it now.
Oh, Alexa, please stop. Please.
Okay. So I think anything that we should do is stock up some rations if possible. Do we have any more rope? I'm gonna ask him if I'm good. I have 150 feet of silk rope still, and 20 feet of it cut separately. I have your acrobat pillar. Is there any things do we want to ask him for? Honestly, we've actually been pretty suited up. We healed it up. Do we have anything for healing? Because I could heal up a bit. We could use some more healing before we get out.
Alright, he's mealy.
I meant like if we're about to go invest into getting Vencarlo out, I should heal up a little bit, and then also we should make sure we have enough stuff to take care of ourselves in the meantime. Because well, I'm your healer, and I don't do much.
I just bust out my wand of infernal healing. Do you want a zap or two?
Um,
Absolutely. Oh, pisses me off. Because I remember they were good with it.
if that's the only wand we have, then yeah, because all I have is 2 potions of cure moderate wounds, and 10
Okay.
cure light wounds potions.
Don't use potions. I have this wand.
Okay, so I'll
I
take.
point my evil wand at Reeve and I say, "The power of the dam compels you."
All right, so one
How
charge,
compelled is Reef?
one charge expended here.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeet.
All right, so over the next minute, Reef recovers a total of 10 hit points.
10?
Yep, 10 total. I already put it on.
I
78.
saw
You
that.
want another
Sweet.
one?
One more hit, please.
Alright.
That'll take care of the rest.
Yeah, yeet.
Oh, very good.
Let's go.
Can you get my phone?
Yeah.
From bitch in the group chat.
Alright, Reeve, just keep in mind, you're gonna be evil for a little while, but it's fine. It's fine. It's the best healing.
It is actually working pretty goddamn well.
I will find a way to get a second one, because this is the best way to heal. Well,
Right.
other than actual spells.
Like we had supplied.
My butt's not thick.
Alright, it's time for the dungeon grind of a lifetime.
All right, if you guys are ready, then we can proceed.
We are ready. Jon Snow.
All right, so you guys make your way towards the garden. You guys there as you walk in.
There's the statue.
So, this chamber hardly seems to be part of a palace, but looks more like a clearing at the heart of a vast jungle. It's teeming with life. The sky above is a deep, cloudless blue, while in the distance, hazy towers rise above the verdant canopy. Exotic bird calls fill the air, the scent of dozens of unfamiliar flowers and plants assault the nose, and everywhere a riot of color demands the eye, whether it's the wing of a tropical bird, the petals of a brightly hued flower, or the glittering multicolored tiles that make up a round fountain to the north. Again, north is over there. The fountain's central plume is a stone pillar around which entwine 2 cobra statues that clutch green gems in their fanged maws. To the south of the fountain stands an immense life-size jade statue of an elephant, its tusks and trunk raised high in greeting to the southeast doors that you just walked through. From inside the room, the doors look more like gates set into a wrought iron fence that encircles the garden. Other gates set in this fence doubtless lead to other parts of the palace, and after a bit more observation, the somewhat static nature of the jungle and landscape becomes apparent. The walls of this garden are in fact an incredibly realistic and clever painting of a Vudrani junglescape.
I think it's funny, Reef.
What's funny?
It
No, I'm not
tells me
Reef,
that-
sorry.
well, you two, Theo. That something tells me in
I
an alternate
like to be a part
reality.
of the Bahamas.
Oh, you are now. I just think it's funny that maybe in an alternate reality we weren't supposed to kill the emperor yet out of spite, and then like we come talk to this guy, and then we go back to the emperor to murder him. But us being us, we killed him first.
And I'm on board.
All right, elephant. Kamidu is blind.
Okay. So
How much do you want, Ellis?
I can actually I can't.
I'm out.
see stuff.
with that, you notice that just like Glorio said, there is a button that is now visible to you, or rather a panel that is now visible to you, that when pressed will open a trapdoor of sorts and reveal a hidden staircase. However, as you activate it, the statue remains still in its place. From the fountain,
Can I roll animal handling on the statue?
if you really want to, sure.
No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Um,
There's also like a delay on everything I say. Like you guys respond like 3 seconds after I say it.
Oh no.
the nature of the fountain becomes a bit more apparent as a water elemental emerges from it. But given its distance from the rest of you, there may be a chance for you to slip down the trapdoor quickly before it can do anything.
Let's go.
Here's your cookie.
All right, I'm not gonna go first. I'm waiting for everyone else to go first because of how nifty I am. But using my advanced drug tongue, can I just speak to him in primordial? He said, "You stay right there, or I'm gonna beat your ass."
Are you
Reef is just
intimidating it?
gonna.
So, primordial is actually not the language that it knows, but because you're under the effect of a tongue spell, you are able to communicate with it anyway in its language of Aquan. And your threat is received rather angrily, I should say. So what we'll do here is I'll have everybody make a dexterity check, and we'll see how quickly you guys can get yourselves down the trapdoor.
A dexterity check?
Yep. Just dexterity.
Dexterity.
Giving or track?
Just like press the abilities score, dexterity, yeah.
The first one is an 11.
Oh, I think
That's
I
the
did
actual
something
roll.
by accident. No, maybe I didn't. Never mind.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god! Oh my, Alex.
So, Sarah quickly ducks into the trapdoor first, followed by Reef. Sin stands his ground for like an extra beat and notices that Theo has kind of just become a bit enthralled with the sight of this water elemental that is now emerging from the fountain and making its way towards all of you.
Oh, soldier!
Yeah, at the last moment, Sin actually manages to grab Theo by the ankle and pull him down into the trapdoor, sparing the rest of you from having to deal with this water elemental.
You sin.
You're welcome, Theo. Rafe,
Yes.
take a note. When we get back up there, I'm gonna put my boot up his ass.
Duly noted.
ass, the
You
element
see
or my
Reef
ass?
scribbling in his notebook. The elemental, not
The
you.
elemental.
I just had to make
Alright.
sure.
You're safe.
So you
Trust me,
guys,
if I put my boot up your ass, you'll know it.
you guys now find yourselves in the underground sea cave that Glorio spoke of. The air in this vast grotto is cool. There is an iron-framed flight of spiral stairs that wind up through a hole in the ceiling on the northwest section of the room from the top of a semicircular ledge. The ledge winds down along the cavern's inner wall to a series of rope bridges that descend even lower from ledge to ledge. The upper ledge is breathtaking and strangely beautiful. It's a tableau of all manner of odd-colored fungi, lichen, and molds. The fungi have been cultivated, shaped into symmetrical patterns normally not seen in nature, transforming the ledge into a sort of underground fungal garden. Here and there, flickering torches burn in sconces above the fungi, while from somewhere in the darkness below comes the soft splash of water against an unseen shore. Just for the sake of, clarity with distances, the drop from where you currently find yourselves to the water is 100 feet. On the other side of the room where the rope bridges start, it's only 50 feet.
My boyfriend's home.
Alright, let me check my list. Go to the garden, the elephant, we take the stairs to the sea cave, we take the rope bridges.
Something about a rope down to the second floor.
Specifically the rope bridges. And then,
Yeah,
then we
to
need
the
to look for
second
some
floor.
levers.
Okay. So with that,
All right.
let's see here. So you guys begin making your way down. The path around is kind of like this way. Is anybody doing anything before you proceed, or are you just going?
No, I'm going because at this
Alright.
point I have like resolutely accepted the fact that we just need to dive down into this.
Yeah, Sarah is going.
You know what to do.
You eyeball detect.
Use the eyeballs.
Billy. My mistakes are coming back. It's not.
I'm gonna keep a lookout for traps.
Okay.
So where's
Yep,
perception?
perception.
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 Display.
I have good perception. Oh, I really do. Let's go. I'm adjusting.
So, with those checks, no traps. However, the two of you do hear the sounds of rustling
Music.
coming from along the two walls here near the corner before you make the turn. You hear some rustling among the mold and other growths that are occurring here.
I
Is
am
that your
gonna
app?
take point, put on my elven stealthy cloak, and go check it out.
Okay. How far
You
along
stink.
do you move?
It's not.
Yeah. Don't tee
I'm
me.
going to move it. I'm gonna move until I see something, and to make sure I don't step on anything, I'm gonna use my float ability, levitate, and I'm gonna climb along the wall.
Okay.
Levitate.
So, Yeah, just go ahead and move your token to kind of depict where you're going.
Let's see what happens if I go here.
All right, awesome. So you take a closer look from your vantage point, and while you don't see what's making the noise, you hear the noise louder. Some of the noise is coming from almost directly beneath you, whereas the rest of it is still further ahead of your current position.
Damn it all. But after making sure that there's nothing here within our line of sight, I'm gonna use my tail to like motion everyone to be where I'm standing or floating, and I'm gonna move forward a little bit more once everybody moves to my spot.
Okay.
You can fly us over anywhere if you want.
Shh.
I mean,
Stealth is necessary. And
So,
there you go.
And which way do you want us to go? This way, or to this bridge, or
Hey.
to this bridge?
So
I hear something.
these bridges, there you can't really tell because the line's a little faint, but like that's a drop off to a ledge below.
No, I know. But I'm
Let's
asking
go
Sin
to-
because he's.
Just
Let's
stay
go
there.
Sin can't.
down to the second landing.
Yeah.
Just wait a minute. We hear something. Just wait.
I
just
know.
wait.
That's literally what I'm trying to say.
Alright, I'm gonna take point because something's going on. So I'm gonna take point right there.
Okay. As you get to there, let's see. Okay. Sin, roll perception again.
Alright, advanced eyeballs will fail me now. Yeah, baby.
And you're 10 feet off the ground?
I'm 10 feet off the ground.
Okay. So Sin, at this point, you spot that there is indeed an ambush in effect as a cloud of poison spores erupts from the ground directly beneath you. You are within its reach. So I'm going to need a fortitude saving throw, please.
Alright, note to self. Make it 20 feet next time. Yeah, yeet. Oh, fuck.
10. That is a failure.
That's surprised.
You are poisoned. You suffer. Suffer 1 point of constitution damage.
Oh, motherfucker. Oh, that's bad.
Just a bit.
Alright, refresh my memory. What does poison do?
I mean, every poison is different.
yeah, every poison's different.
This one deals damage to your constitution score. You can you'll take constitution damage every round until you succeed at 2 saving throws.
That's fantastic. I immediately put on, I abandoned my elven cloak and I put on my cloak of resistance.
And with that, the ambush reveals itself as you are now faced with 4 of these kind of partly skeletal while also partly fungal creatures that look like this. And I'm going to have everybody roll initiative.
big money. Let's go.
Not trying to be real or anything like that, but like my other D&D group is like fucking annoying.
That's unfortunate.
We all plan to play tomorrow, right? We all plan to play tomorrow. Everyone agreed. Monday, 6 p.m. We all agreed to it, and then this one person is like, "Oh, I'm gonna be in New Jersey." I'm like, "Motherfucker, we made plans."
Welcome to my life.
So
I need initiative roll for yes.
Oh,
Very nice. All right, so
karma is on my side.
with that, Theo goes first. The cloud that was sprayed into the air is going to linger, so let me mark that. Theo, you can go ahead and take your turn while I'm doing that. Just don't mind me.
Okay, well, I guess I will. Where's this thing? Oh, they're over there. I'm like in the water, apparently. So I will move forward. Can I say I'm on the bridge next to? Is that Reef? That's Reef, I think. Let's say I'm like in front of Reef because I don't want to be in the water. So 1,
You're not in the water.
2, 3. Where am I then? Because I was in front of Sarah. We'll go here. That's 1, 2, 3. I don't know. Calculate my movement, please, Sarah.
Yeah, give me 1 sec. I'm
And then I will.
positioning
And
this.
then I will slash at to the people. Well, one of the thingies in front of me. With a double hit. 26 and 18. Does the offhand hit or normally or no? Because that's a 10 anyways. Is it 26 and 18 for the 2 attacks? And I think I have poison on my Gladius, don't I?
No, it got used
Or
when
that-
you hit last time.
Okay.
The 26 hits.
Okay, so 6 piercing, slashing on the one directly to my left. And then I will pass.
Okay.
I'm gonna go and scroll back in this D&D group chat. Oh, there it is. Looks like I'm out of town this Monday.
The Guardian on the right is going to charge at Theo and brandish his scimitar. That's a critical hit. And another hit on the second attack. Theo suffers a total of 32 points of slashing damage.
Yikes.
What?
And it's now Sin's turn.
All right.
Yeah, that's a heavy hit.
So I'm currently floating. So I'm just gonna end my levitation by just simply floating to the bottom.
Okay. Yeah. So you gently float down to the ground, 10 feet below.
All right. It says someone's on my space, so I'm just gonna move myself over to here.
Yeah, you ended directly above that guy, so that's why that happened.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna enter a rage,
Okay.
constitution, just to make sure that that I can end the poison.
Right. Yeah, go ahead and make that saving throw.
Alrighty, and for the record, in my sheet it says that the click of resistance I
I'll be
used
right
to
back.
have is +2, because that's what it says in the buff box.
You know what? I think I did that when I was under the impression that you were taking one of the +2s that recently came up, but you didn't. So let's fix that. I can't even. So that's now correct. Go ahead.
Alright. Let me see, constitution rage. We're gonna go into a reckless abandon because these guys need to get murdered. And let's see, what else do I need to put on? And let's see how tanky these guys are first. So, with my Furious Kukri, I'm targeting this dude because screw him.
Yep.
And he is in fact, feasted flat-footed because he didn't get his turn yet. So these could be.
Well, no,
very high-
he's the one that ambushed you, so no, he's not flat-footed. The two that are flat-footed are the one to your left and the one on the far side here.
he got a turn already?
Yes, he ambushed you. He's the one that released the cloud.
Oh, you bitch. Fine. I'm gonna murder this one instead.
Okay.
Alright, 2 fierce kukri strikes. Yeah, yeet. Oh, let's go, baby.
22, well, 26 because Reef is flanking. That hits. That hits the flat-footed AC for sure. And that's also a critical. So that's 22 points of damage total plus whatever sneak attack you want to add on.
Yeah, like these guys aren't dead, so I probably can't frighten them anyway. So I'm just
Correct.
gonna roll 66. So yeet.
23.
You like those numbers?
Yeah, it's like almost a 50 damage turn right there. It's pretty good.
All right, and now we're going to lower his AC because I can.
Yep. Doing
Then we'll
the more for you version.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we're to go yeet. Oh, the damage is real.
With flanking on the crit confirm, that does confirm. So that's another,
Let's go, Reef,
another 7
buddy.
plus a sneak attack.
Does the I'm assuming that second attack also hits the 20.
Well, no, this is your secondary attack, so you get just the one with the rapier. Oh no, right? No, I'm sorry. You got that feat. That's right. My bad. Correct. Yeah, that hits too. So another 5.
Yeah. More damage.
Yeah, he's destroyed.
I just look at Reef. I gave him an air 5-5. Let's go.
And you still have a gore left if you want.
Oh, you better believe I'm gonna use that gore attack. I'm hitting this guy because he fucking went off. He ambushed me even though I rolled a fucking 27.
Mm-hmm.
All right, bitch. Ow.
So because the gore's at a -5, that's not a confirmed critical.
Fuck. I regret nothing.
Still a hit.
Still a hit. Alright, that's my turn.
Need a fort save still.
If I rolled that. I guess I didn't roll that. Alright, fair enough. Yeet.
Okay, so that's 1 success.
There we go.
And you don't take any additional con damage this turn. All right, so this dude, the one that successfully sprang the ambush, is going to go next. He's already released his cloud, so he is going to brandish his scimitar and swing it at Sin. We have 18 hits and a critical on the second one. That's a total of 28 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
And that'll bring us to Reef's turn. So Reef, you are just outside the poison cloud.
These are horrible design.
Hello?
Hello.
Question, would that cloud ignite if I lighted it off fire?
Will it ignite? You don't know. It might.
I say good luck, guys, and I am going to use Divine Trident on this one.
Okay. That's weird. There should be an attack roll for that. Let's see.
Yeah. Damage 21, a 4. Since the bolt is immaterial, strike modifier does not apply to the damage. The bolts can ignite combustible materials such as parchment, straw, dry sticks, and
Attack roll
literally
should
also.
be-
Okay.
let's is you're throwing it, I assume.
Yes.
Okay, so that is going to be plus 12.
And attacks with the. Well. Yeah, I'm throwing it.
All right, so we'll keep the damage. I'm just going to hit the spell again, so I get an attack roll for it. Okay. So that hits. Let's see. Any resistances to that? No. So yeah, 21 points of electricity damage to that guardian.
Because in the description it says the bolt can ignite combustible materials, so I wasn't sure if this considered combustible gas. Because it can combust. It gives a list of things that can combust, but it just says combustible materials and gives some examples, not
Right.
saying it's only those things.
Yes.
So sorry to everyone else if I just blew you up.
No.
But also, yay that I blew up a bunch of the enemies too. Then.
No, you know what? No, this is a cool idea. I like this. So, the impact of the trident causes an ignition, and the poison cloud does burn away. However, I need it is going to force saving throws from people who are inside of it. So that's everybody else, not Reef. I just need another fort save.
Fort saves from including the enemies, though. This could work out in my favor.
Well,
They're literally growing things.
They're
growing things, though.
they're
fungus.
They're immune to poison, so no.
Sarah's
Well,
also
no.
wearing the
What I'm
wig.
saying is the fire that is burning the gas away. They're not immune to that, and they're literally bones covered in plant matter, effectively.
Yes.
And I do not know if it helps, but Sarah is wearing the ring.
They are, however, they resist fire. So they.
Damn.
They would.
I thought they would be susceptible.
I'll put some minimal damage on all three of them though, just to.
No, you're good. The plan. Just because I plan something doesn't mean it works.
Okay, so Sarah, your ring of evasion doesn't help you here because this is not a reflex save. You do get a +2 to the save because it's against the poison with a recurring save. However, 12 is still a failure. Let me remove the cloud. Theo has to make the save as well. Sarah suffers 2 points of con damage.
Okay.
I'm just to say, why join D&D and you have too much shit going on, man?
Can you please play the game?
Okay.
I'm keeping things
So,
here.
What I was gonna ask though is, now that the cloud is gone and my turn isn't over.
No, you still have a move.
I'm going.
And whatever else.
Yeah.
Come on, Reef, you know what to do.
I'm flying over everyone and coming over here.
Yeah.
And I end my turn. Because that's all I can do.
Okay.
There are so many things I feel like I want to do, but I've run out of action economy, so I end my turn.
Go ahead, Sarah.
So Sarah is just gonna scooch over here
Mhm.
for a better line of sight.
Actually, no, you wouldn't. That's a sheer drop down there. So don't. Yeah,
I'm
don't
sorry,
go
that
there.
was flat. Thank you.
No. Here, let me kind of indicate that on the ruler real quick, just so I can show you where the drop is. So it's
Thank
kind
you.
of like.
I can see where it is. I just didn't realize that was a drop.
Yeah, it's like directly behind you. Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so then I'm not going to scooch over like I said I would. That's where I was, right? No, I was here. No, I was there. Okay.
You were about there, yeah.
So then I'm not going to scooch over. I'm going to stay exactly where I am. And seeing that these are shambling bits, so me yelling at them is probably not going to do much unless they just randomly scream. I forgot I had that. I'm going to use my wanded magic missile.
Okay. Choose target.
I'm going to do it on this one.
Okay, 6 points of force damage to that one.
Yay! And let me tick one down on the wand.
Oh,
I'm going to continue to stay where I am and I end my turn.
Okay, just make another fort save for me, please.
Of course.
11.
Tim, on my turn, I have a question.
Okay. And I end my turn.
All right.
It's your turn after the enemy attacks.
Yes. That is another failure on the save. So it's going to be another hit to your Constitution. Okay. So now it's this guy here. He sees that you guys are kind of struggling with the poison. He's going to take out his weapon and swing it twice at Reef. The first attack hits Reef with a 29, dealing 10 points of slashing damage. The second attack is a natural 1.
Yeah.
Top of the round, Theo's turn.
Oh, okay, never mind. I know Aiden's too nice. Smack a bitch in the face for doing this shit. Sorry. Which one's the one that smacked me for 30?
This one.
Alright, well, I'm gonna smack him next. Well, bam.
Yeah, you are.
The first one fucking misses, but yeah!
So we have a miss, a regular hit, and a critical.
Roll 'em, sneak
Is it
attacks.
Oh yeah, you're flanking with Reef, so
Oh, do I get sneak attack, right?
you do, yeah. You get 2 sneak attacks. So another 19 points of damage. For a total
What did I hit him
of
for?
34 on the turn.
Take your 30 back, bitch.
And then I just need a fort save. Because you've been poisoned.
Okay, why am I fort saving?
Because you've been poisoned, and you're now trying to stop the poison from doing further damage to you.
I have resistance against poison.
You have resistance against poison that you're applying to your own weapon.
Oh, is that the caveat? Okay.
Yeah, that's the poison use
I
feature.
think I should have resistance to all poison. Probably didn't do it.
13, nope, it's failure. So that's another hit to your constitution as well. So -1. So you are now at -3. Total, Sarah's at -4. And it is now the guy you just hit. He's gonna retaliate. Gonna try and hit you for another 30. He misses completely. 20 and a 16. Sin's turn.
What's my AC?
Stop.
20 hit
More
20
damage.
misses?
Your AC is 22.
What? Oh shit, look at that. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna turn on Piranha Strike for more damage, but just know that I'm only using my Piranha Strike for the first of each of my 2 attacks. So like the second roll, I'm not using.
So the first Kukri and the first Rapier are getting Piranha Strike.
Right.
Okay, just making sure I have that right. Go ahead.
First things first, my still recklessing ham. Ain't gonna use that yet. Enough. Alright. Here is Kukri. Ya yeet. Fuck.
Well, the second one hits.
Let's go. We got some flanking.
Yep.
Now the second, so now after it, he has a minus to his AC.
Yep.
And sneak attack. Yeet. Like those numbers.
I think I put a sneak attack thing on your sheet.
You did, but the thing is, like, whenever I have like bonuses on it, it
Yeah,
includes it.
I know. That is a bit of an issue. But okay, yeah. So another 11.
All right, Gentleman's Foil. Ya yeet.
The first First one hits. Second one misses.
Really? Even after he's flat-footed and the -2 is AC? That's crazy.
Actually, wait, hold on. Let me double check the flat-footed AC. No, that does hit. That does hit.
Let's go!
And that's enough damage to kill. So no need to roll sneak attack for that one. Well,
It's so amazing.
though you can, just if you want to see how you would have done, that's fine too.
Oh, you know I do. 66, baby!
23, so that's
Yeah.
39 damage on those swings.
Alright.
And
Now I'm gonna take a 5-foot step because to help Reef with the getting next position for the next assassination.
Yep.
It's my turn.
Yep.
Wait, one more thing. I
Yeah,
forgot. I'm sorry. Quick question: can I quickly use my tail to like unhook the cloak I'm wearing, just pass it off to Sarah, or does she have the +2 already? No, Theo that has the +2.
Everyone besides you has a +2 already.
All right, never mind then. I tried, Sarah. I had you in mind. All right, now it's my turn.
Okay. Reef's turn.
Let's see. I'm going to. Actually, I don't. I'm gonna bonk this thing first. Does the trident still exist in my hand, or is it expelled?
So let me go back and read the spell again. It has a duration of 1 minute per level, so you can retrieve it and use it again.
Okay. Considering I hurt that to the guy that's dead, it probably clattered to the floor where I'm at. So I'm just gonna pick that up and stab this thing in front of me.
Yeah, you can use your reach to grab it for sure.
Divine Trident, Robo attack.
That hits. 21 points of electricity damage. Oh, Sin, because I forgot. Another fort save, please.
I saved on 2 already.
No, you only save once.
Really?
You succeeded last turn. That was your first success.
All right, bad at math. Let's go.
Because yeah, you failed again, then you succeeded. Now you succeeded a second time, so you're no longer affected by the poison. The -1 to your con remains, but you're no longer under any threat of incurring more damage unless one of them uses another poison cloud. But
right, excellent.
For now, no more poison.
The only -1, we can take those. We take those.
All right, so yeah, Reef has made his attack and kind of circled around to the other side of him with a 5-foot step.
I use my 5-foot step. Yep.
Yes.
And then I look at Sin and go again, and then I look at Theo and I go, and Sarah, I go, no die, and then I start shuffling in my bag, trying to like look for the potions of cure light wounds in case they're needed.
Sounds good. Sarah's turn. Okay, 5-foot step. Okay, you're attacking that one, or doing something to that one. I do not know because I cannot hear you, but I see what you're doing.
It's a surprise for us, folks.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, sorry.
Exactly.
I didn't realize I was muted, so I scooched over and I'm hitting this one.
Okay.
That's why I indicated it.
Yep.
My bad.
All good.
Oh, like, why won't my sheet open? Because I wasn't clicking the sheet button. Oh my god.
Oh, that's pretty good. The second one hits. Oh wait, actually, hold on. That one. No, never mind. He's not flat-footed because Sin killed the other one last turn. Okay, so yeah, that your second bolt hits. Unfortunately, not a critical, but you do land. And And whenever before the end of your turn, I just need another fort save to try and fight off the poison again. 25. Okay, so no damage this turn. That's one success towards removing it.
All right, and with that, I end my turn.
Okay, next is the Guardian that was just attacked by Reef. He's going to retaliate with his scimitar. That is a 25 on the first one that hits. Reef takes 10 points of slashing damage. The second attack is an 18, which misses. Back at the top, Theo's turn.
Theo, fuck his ass.
I'm fucking his ass.
Fuck his ass!
Fuck him in the ass. Fuck him in the glory hole.
Lord Glorio.
Glorio.
Glory hole.
We need t-shirts now that say Lord Glory Hole. That would be amazing.
Put it on the list of
21.
important.
Yeah, put it on the list of
22
merch.
to hit.
Okay, so you are attacking this one here. Technically Reef is flanking.
And I get sneak attack, right? So 1 or 2 sneak attacks.
3. All of those hit.
I roll it 3 times.
Yeah, you get sneak attack damage for all of them because they all hit. All right, so that is a grand total of 10, 13, 20, 46 damage for the turn. That's enough to kill.
Yay!
All right, so I just need you can take a
Yamada.
you can take a 5-foot step if you want, and then I just need another fortitude save.
I'll just take a 4. You know, I'll go over and I'll flank. Only 5 foot.
Only 5 foot.
I
'cause
honestly thought you were about to say, honestly, I'll just take a 4-foot step, is really what I thought you were about to say.
you did a full attack, so yeah, only 5 foot. And then I just need a fort save. Yep. Oh my God, Theo!
Oh.
Theo, you're getting destroyed by this poison here. Let's see here. That's another one point of damage to your Constitution. So now you're tied with Sarah at a robust -4.
Ugh. Hey, that's not
Nice.
twisty.
This
What
can,
is Constitution again?
it's only gonna like lower your maximum hit points and make your fort saves even harder. But yeah, it's just ability damage. It can be lesser restoration or rested away.
I'll rest it
It's
away
just-
eventually.
But for now, it is Sin's turn.
All right, last one. Question: can I make a 5-foot step right there?
Yes, you can.
Good enough.
One.
Oh, you meant like into the alcove. Yeah, there's enough space for you to squeeze in there, I think.
Great. That's all I need. Alright, same thing as last time. Bronze strike only the primary hits.
Yep.
Kukri. Whack.
All right. So just remind me again. If the first attack hits, that makes him flat-footed, right? Or is that only on fear? Or
fuck, I forgot that doesn't.
yeah, I thought you had to shake them to make them flat-footed, or is it just you have to hit the
Ignore flat footer for now. That was just me being dumb.
Okay. No worries. No, I just want to make sure I wasn't getting it wrong. The first strike hits with a 25, so that's 10 points plus sneak attack.
I get one. Oh. Okay.
And also, like, that second attack is supposed to be a 21.
You cannot.
Because, Prana Strike is weird. Alright. Stick
You're a
tag.
siren.
So,
Whack.
You'd have to be like 50.
oh right, because it removes it from all the rolls. That's right. Okay, so yeah, roll another sneak attack because that becomes a hit on the second one.
Yeah.
All right, so we're down to that, and then that. Okay, so that is 23. That's 45 points of damage total on the Kukri. The Guardian still stands, but it looks severely damaged.
Aye.
Okay, obviously the second one's a miss, but your first gentleman's foil hits.
Come on, baby.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
So with one last flourish, Sin beheads the Guardian, bringing an end to the fight.
Alright. My rage ends because I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna go into Leave. Probably exhaustion.
Just for the purpose of streamlining any sort of looting, the Guardians leave behind their suits of armor, their shields, which are made of steel, and their scimitars. The armor and all of the items appear to be finely crafted. If you want to check for any magic, go for it. I just figured I would, move it along a little quicker. Quickler, Jesus Christ! I know words. Quickly.
Quickler. I like that. We're moving along quickly. Let's
Sarah's
go.
like, I'm assuming we're coming out this
Put
way.
it on the merch.
I am the quickler. Okay.
Stupid question. Are we coming out this way?
What do you mean?
We came out this way.
Yeah, you emerged into the sea cave from this is with the spiral staircase
When
that you
we
came down.
finally do leave the labyrinth, assuming we leave, I'm assuming we're coming out the way we came in.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean that's up to you guys.
Alright, Sarah's like, look, I don't know about you. I'm not carrying more shit, but we have to navigate this thing.
I need another round of fort saves from Sarah and Theo, please.
I'm gonna fucking die because of you. You're killing me, Kim. You're
But
killing.
to be fair, it wasn't Reef that killed you. It was the enemies that are gonna do it. So that's not on Reef.
Sarah, 18 is a success. You're no longer poisoned. Theo, that's a success. That's your first one.
But I still have the minus 4
Mother-
constitution, correct?
Yes, the ability damage stays, but you're no longer poisoned or taking more damage from it. Theo, you can just go ahead and roll another one, and we'll see if it's good enough to.
You got this. Raise the dice.
If I roll a nat 1, I'm killing myself.
No.
18. That's good
I'll
enough.
put-
Yep. You're
I'll
also.
put ungendered timelessness on your body, so don't worry. If any of you die, I'll preserve you.
Theo, you are also no longer poisoned, and like Sarah, the minus 4 remains until it is addressed.
I literally bought 6 vials of it in the beginning of the campaign in case any of us croaked, so I could preserve our bodies if we got stuck in places we couldn't get out of in time.
Beautiful, beautiful. But guys, there's a problem. I may not be the most perceptive, but I swear I use my eyeballs to the absolute maximum of potential, and I still didn't see them. I heard them, I didn't see the fuckers. So if the first thing we encountered in this godforsaken place I couldn't see, we might be screwed. But we might be taking hits.
I mean, I don't think we're screwed, but I don't think we're gonna have a good time.
I'm gonna look at you and go, I'm either drinking one of my Cure Light wounds or you're giving me a hit of Wandy. Which do you prefer?
You're gonna get a hit of Wandy, you're gonna fucking like it.
Okay, Wandy it is. Give me.
How many do you require?
I look at the scuffs on my arm and the cinch marks from being on the edge of the explosion and going, I mean, I'm pretty good. I don't know, like, I'm feeling like 3/4 of the way alright. I don't know. You tell me. I'm bad at math.
Well, you're gonna get a single use of this wand. Whap.
Okay, Sky Daddy, what's going on?
Give me 1 second. I am addressing something that is related to the ability damage that was just taken.
Oh dear. I was trying to distract you from the possibilities that might. Well, everything okay?
So essentially, because of the reduction to your con scores from the damage, those of you who are affected by the poison, your max health is also reduced. So while it's in effect, at least at the degree that it's in effect, your hit point totals cannot go above these numbers that I've just put in the chat. Because I'm not changing all your tokens because I don't want to forget to do it later, but this is your.
You can't overheal.
Yeah, you can't go above this amount in terms of hit points right now.
Can you go above that amount in terms of temporary hit points?
Yes, you can. Just your actual health cannot go above that amount until the damage is dealt with.
That makes sense.
So, Reef, what was the perception check for again?
Well, Satan made this proclamation that he couldn't see anything.
Yes.
And he heard them, so I'm doing a quick look before trying to advance forward. And how well did that one hit of the wand hit me?
Got you. Okay. So you rolled about as well as he did when he was looking for the ambush. You don't detect any additional threats. And Sin, that's a healing for Reef, right?
Yeah.
All right,
a
so
single spell.
yeah, 10 points recovered over the next minute. Reef, you're the only one that didn't get poisoned, so you don't have to worry about your hit points being reduced at all.
Are you following me on?
No, but I had a decent amount of damage, so I wanted to just
That's true.
heal up a little bit in case
Yeah,
I dove into something else.
You're at a 75 out of 85 now.
Alright, so then I'm gonna move forward and I'll take front in case anything comes through so we don't all get murdered.
Okay.
And tell everyone to follow me.
All right, so your path ahead of you takes you to the south, and then you see that there a bit further off, straight to the south, the cavern seems to just end at a bit of a covered alcove. The path downward continues to your right, to the west, where if you continue that way, you will eventually find yourself at the rope bridges that will take you further into the caverns. So what you see there's a protrusion rising from a rocky beach overlooking the sloshing waters of the sea cave. There are 3 rope bridges descending deeper into the cave, connecting 3 progressively lower ledges on the wall until finally reaching a stony protrusion at ground level. So the first rope bridge is going to be here. It's going to take you to here,
Yeah, it's gonna boop.
and then to here, and then this goes underneath the platform where the first bridge is over there.
I just learned you could do this.
Yep, you can right-click to set points and move the line around. Yep.
And you can have it set to linger.
You can, yes. I love doing that.
Wait, it's blacked out for me.
Oh no, what the hell? Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Technology. Alright, that's for everyone else. Question: who else wants a few dabs of this wand?
I'm good.
Ow.
Theo.
Sorry, what's up?
Oh, Sin
want
wants
healing.
Yeah, Sin wants to know if you want healing.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna boop you in the
I
nose
need to
with
take a
for the first charge.
Okay, so the first charge brings Theo up to 71. Again, his health cannot go above 76, given the situation.
You can leave me here though.
Wait. Now I'm gonna give myself 2 charges because he's as matched health as I can be.
Yep. That'll only be 1 point wasted on the second use, but no big deal.
Bap, bap.
6, 35. Yep. Okay, so you're at 88, which is as high as you can go. Sarah is also as high as she can go. She didn't take any actual damage, just poison damage. So, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna just presume that you guys are following Reef.
I'm gonna be very little, just literal to avoid any other bullshit. So, straight there.
Yep, and like I said, Reef's inclination that there were no further threats was correct. Nothing else stood in your way between where you were and where you are now. All right, so you guys are now at the rope bridge and can begin proceeding downwards if that's what you would like to do.
Ah.
All right, guys, we have to go down to the second landing.
Reef offers to fly everyone down.
Okay, so in that case,
Use your magic, Sarah. We gotta look for the magical bullshit. I know they're there.
I'm gonna move you
I
guys.
don't.
I'll move you to the
Reef will
landing.
slow us each down.
Yeah, I'll move you to the landing. If you guys want to make checks while you're doing that, feel free.
Eyeball.
Perception, whatever you would like to do.
Yeah.
All right, 18, 20, okay. 10.
Took 10 apparently.
Did I say no?
So,
Reef is too busy trying not to drop us to pay attention.
Yeah, he's just like looking. Where are you landing? Find a landing spot. Landing spot. Don't worry about the enemies.
All right, so when you reach the second landing, you notice that on the first landing there is a closed door, and then down even further below you on the third and final landing there is a set of double doors that are also closed.
Double door. Sorry.
You
Do not get distracted by the doors.
Do not be tempted by temptations.
All right, let's see here. I need a. Okay, so first of all, the water looks calm here. And to describe this room, at the bottom of the vast cavern, there's a wooden pier extending out into a gently sloshing pool of blue seawater. A shallow draft barge is docked at the pier, an unlit lantern hanging from its bow. Supporting timbers and brickwork line parts of the lower edge of the immense cavern to both the west and south, showing where the original sea cave has been artificially expanded. To the north, a 25-foot wide waterway provides an aquatic exit from the cavern. The distant, muted sounds of the surf and sloshing water echo down from that direction. So let's see here. You guys, just as Glorio said, there is a wall here that doubles as a secret passageway. I need whoever wants to interact with the wall to make a will save.
Not me. I have a +1 to will.
What do I have to will? Let's see. You know what? Sure, why not? Oh, it's so slow. Oh, 9.
Let's go.
Any other attempts?
Will saves?
Yeah, this isn't for
This
isn't for something bad. This is for interacting right now.
Yeah.
I will save. Don't fail me now.
I was just bewildered by the fact that we had a choice to make a will save. That's why my brain was like, will save? I mean, I'll try it.
All right, so the four of you look a little bit confused by this wall. But then inquisitively, you guys remember Glorio's words, and I'll say Sarah because she's closest to the wall. She goes to kind of like knock on the wall almost, and her hand goes right through it. It's an illusory wall, and that kind of gives you like the aha, yes, he did say that there was a secret passageway beyond the wall, and you can now just walk right on through the wall.
Through the wall.
Like Gumby himself. All right, so proceeding through the wall. I'm just gonna. Well, I gotta move you to a new map, so I'll just.
I'm like slowly moving myself. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, that's all right. You do go down that passageway, yes, but just for the sake of moving you to the correct place, I will set you up on the next map. All right, so. You guys arrive inside the Vivified Labyrinth. Alrighty. So we stand here at the dungeon entrance. The tunnel curves sharply to the north, ending at a set of large bronze double doors, each carved with images of tigers chasing other tigers in 4 adjacent circles. At the center of each circle of tigers, a snarling tiger head looks out. Additional details, though the path does go to the north, there is an additional short distance beyond the turn to the east before the path ends at a wall. With you guys having arrived at the dungeon entrance, I think this would be a good time to take our break. So let's maybe take 10, 15 and come back, and then we'll start the dungeon.
Sounds good.
All right, in a bit.
See you guys in a bit.
Rolling.
All right, and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the break, everyone, playing and viewing.
Hope you all got up, exchanged fluids.
Yeah. Exchange those fluids.
Lets him out, lets him in.
All right, so as I just described, we are at the beginning of the Vivified Labyrinth. There is one point of order. I just have to find it in my notes. All right, so like I said, a large set of bronze double doors before you. They don't, nothing really extraordinary about them other than the adornments of tigers all over him, chasing each other, tiger heads, all that fun stuff.
This dude's really into tigers.
There is, tigers and other exotic animals for sure. I mean, you've seen elephants, you've seen cobras depicted everywhere. So yeah, and like I said, there is that little alcove to the east that ends in a wall. But with that, let's resume the session. What do you guys want to do?
I would like to put my ear. Why is the door trapped?
Roll perception.
Sarah.
I'm working on it.
To see if it's magic.
Oh,
30.
shit.
The doors are unlocked and not trapped.
Wait.
Fuck. Try again.
Yeah, I mean that's one you can just try again. So, okay.
Let's go.
Make a. Oh well, they're actually, let's see, within 60 feet. Let's see here. There are multiple magical auras within 60 feet.
Okay. I relay that to everyone else and tell them to be on guard.
There are 2 auras. The more potent of them is to the north of you. The other one is to the east.
Okay. With that in mind, Sarah gives the warnings and suggests we go through the doors.
Okay.
I'm gonna press my ear against the door to see if I can hear anything on the other side.
Oh, I left it
All right. Roll perception.
Advanced ears. Whap.
Natural 20. Very nice. You don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything. Let's go. Knife.
All right. So with that, I imagine you're opening the doors now, feeling confident.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you enter the labyrinth, you see 2 statues standing in the alcoves on either side of the doors that you've just opened. Each of the statues depicts a man with the head of a tiger. Their arms are extended wide as if to usher visitors forward into the room beyond.
Dear God.
At this
They're
point,
were-tigers.
At this point, Sin and Sin only, just because you were the furthest one ahead, give me another perception roll, please.
Alright, I will, don't fail me now.
17. Okay, so right about here in the room, it's not a very big one, but you notice that there is a gap in the floor between this room and seemingly the one on the other side of the gap.
There's a gap.
Very small, like less than a foot.
Less than a foot.
Like,
That's not good.
like picture the gap when you're like getting on a train, something like that.
I don't trust it. Ah. God damn, you aren't responding fast enough. I throw a piece of paper at Sarah.
You would. I was down here and skipped a bunch of bridges that could have broke under us. Be nice to me.
Sarah has
You see,
noted.
you see that gap?
What
Yes.
about it?
What do you notice about the gap?
Okay, read for the 27.
Sorry,
No, you're good. No rush. 23. I mean, the two of you more or less notice the same thing that Sin did. There's simply a gap in the floor. It's not very wide, and it seems to break apart the entrance room with these two statues from the room that immediately follows it to the north.
Is there like a rock or something, like a small rock or pebble or something?
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
So Sarah picks up a rock nearby
Uh-huh.
and just tosses it over the gap.
Over the gap to the other side? Okay, it
Yep.
hits the floor, nothing happens.
Okay. So Sarah goes back and picks up Theo. I'm kidding.
Why am I being picked up?
I was gonna toss you over a gap.
Okay. I mean, if I fall in a hole, you gotta feed me cabbages.
There aren't many vegetables worse than a cabbage, I must say.
So Sarah's like, all right, it doesn't appear to be trapped on the other side. I guess we just mind the gap?
Yeah, so. Onwards!
Sarah lets Sen go first.
All right.
Eh. What? And not trusting the gap, I'm gonna float. How high is the ceiling?
I don't remember. It's certainly. I'm almost positive it's more than 10 feet. Yeah. Let me see if it says here in my notes. Ceilings are 10 feet high.
Small world. I'm going to the ceiling. I'm just gonna scurry across. And I'm gonna put my stealthy cloak back on, just in case I need it.
Okay.
And leap of faith.
Okay, yeah, so you land on the other side. You see that there is another pair of alcoves opening up on either side of this room that is otherwise empty. There is in one alcove, the one to the west, there is a long lever with an ebony handle protruding from the wall.
I found the lever.
Yes, you have.
First lever. Ah,
Alright. What do you want?
I found the lever.
Okay. And?
I pull the lever.
I don't know.
Hey,
Pull the lever.
I pull the lever.
Okay, just to be clear, the rest of you where your tokens currently are you good standing there as Sin pulls the lever?
Yep.
No. I'm grabbing both of them by their shirts and having my wings out.
Okay, I would say move to where you want to move to before Sin pulls the lever.
I'm pulling them with me. I don't trust you guys.
Okay.
Sarah's like, I'm O, and then feels a pull from Reef.
Yeah.
Did not mean to do that.
I just.
Theo 2?
Yeah, might as well.
All right, so Sin pulls the lever.
Never. We all fall down the wrong sheet.
you hear the following noise. As seemingly the entire dungeon has rotated.
Sarah kind of smacks herself on the head and goes, "Of course. The rotating levers. We were told about this."
True, but it didn't seem there was anywhere to go other than the dead end, so it seemed like a good idea to pull the lever.
Oh, lame. It
No,
didn't,
it was a good idea.
it didn't take your tokens with you. It's so weird. It should...
Oh, the lighting makes this look odd. I can barely see.
Yeah, that's another issue. The other problem is that I... Huh. Okay, I am learning some things in real time here that I wish that I had thought of sooner.
If I stand right here, I see a lot. If I stand right here, I see a circle with a little bit of light here.
Yeah. The issue is that
Congratulations. Sorry, I was talking to my friend.
You're good.
For now.
Yeah, this is gonna cause problems, but that's okay.
I don't know. I think Seb's in the basement. We're in a dungeon right now. Can't see anything because of the lighting.
And we're gonna slay a dragon.
Is that what's in here?
I'm gonna
Probably.
slay the drag.
I'm gonna slay this pussy.
That's what I was doing.
Okay, so for now I have at least the part that you can access oriented correctly. Okay, so after the dungeon finishes rotating, there is a pathway to the east that is revealed to you. A sort of narrow passageway that you can use to continue further. Oh, Jesus. Should be oriented more like that. Okay. I think I'm all right with that. All right, carry on.
Can I write down can I write down on like the chalk of the wall we just came from and just write down we came this way?
Sure. Sure you can. Also, at this point, you guys are not in combat, but from this point forward, we're going to be proceeding through the dungeon in initiative.
Makes sense to me.
Yet. Not the greatest.
Oh? How long until I get there?
All right. Reef Sarah, just need initiative rolls, please.
I thought it did.
Sorry.
Oh, there you go. I'll take the 23. That was that came in first.
Yeah, yo. Let's go.
All right. So, for the purposes of proceeding, now it is Theo's turn.
Okie dokie. Alrighty, chokey. I can't see anything because it's dark.
You might be. Hold on.
Mm,
Oh, I see. Okay. So here, let's do that.
I just see like over here, but I just see a circle and it looks like a keyhole. I can't see anything else.
Yeah, the
Oh,
lighting,
yeah, your lighting.
the lighting, yeah, it's that's, god damn it. This is, I really should have done what I saw online for like a different solution to this problem, but so what I'll do for now is I'm going to, Jesus Christ. It might be easier if I just remove all the lighting, honestly. So let's get rid of this and this, and that should help for now. And then we'll.
Yes, I can see now.
Okay.
Oh.
Some of this lighting is still correct, but
I don't see why you need lighting for a wall. That just makes no sense.
because you shouldn't be able to see through the wall.
I guess are we?
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming that. Okay, I didn't need to see that much.
Well, I know,
I'll
but
go-
I'm just saying. I'm doing it for my own
I'll go
purposes at this
this way.
point because it's all just this didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Anyway.
Okay.
So, Theo, you walk in, you see a single door to your left, and in the corner to your right is another lever.
I roll perception to see if the lever connects to the door.
Sure.
Or would that be dungeoneering?
Either one. Your instincts tell you that the lever likely acts like the one that was just pulled. It will probably just rotate the dungeon another 90 degrees.
Okay, well, I'm gonna tell everyone to gather in here. And then I'll pull the lever after everyone gathers.
Okay.
Pull the lever.
Yep, that's an easy enough task to take care of. So everybody piles in. Gets back to Theo's turn in the initiative. And pull. Right.
Oh, the lever.
Pull the lever! I get to see the map rotate in real life. Whee!
Oh, it rotates all the maps. Okay.
Yes, it rotates 4 different pieces of the dungeon.
I think we might have to split up to make this more effective.
Absolutely not.
Alright.
You know the rules. No splitting up.
You know the rules, and so do
There's
I.
like, okay, so now we can't go anywhere.
Go through that door over there.
Right.
And I will pull. And go ahead and explore, but I'm gonna pull the lever a couple more times until yell at me to stop when we have to stop.
All right, so Theo stays by the lever. The rest of you are.
I'm gonna go to this entrance so Sim can check out this one and see where we line up.
And Sarah will go all the way over here.
All right, so a couple of orders of operation first. The first room that Reef and Sarah have walked through is trapped. You are both targeted by a symbol that has been etched into the floor. I need a fortitude saving throw from both of you, please.
Leave.
This
Okay.
is fine.
You are both safe from the symbol of pain.
Thank you.
Which activates once and then is expended.
Let's fucking go.
In the next room, Sarah, you see 3 large wooden chests. Their lids are decorated with carvings of cavorting tigers. Each one sits against what is now the southern wall of the room. Some sort of message seems to be carved on each of the lids. Colorful frescoes on the wall opposite the chest depict hundreds of tigers marching in widening circles around a single green gem the size of a fist, set in the wall and carved to resemble a tiger's head.
So Sarah roll detect magic to see if there's anything off about the. So detect magic and perception to see if there's anything off about these chests.
You don't detect anything off, and there is no magic involved here.
Okay.
Open sesame.
Are the chests
Am I
locked?
pulling the lever?
Sarah's like, "Oh, pull the lever. We're good. There's nothing here," and starts opening the chest.
Which one do you
Yeah,
open?
call me Trump.
Which one do you open first?
Wrong lever.
Middle.
Middle. Okay. So I'm gonna scoot on down to your turn in initiative here. You open the middle chest, and out pops a cobra
Oh shit!
that attacks you.
There's something
There-
here. There's something here.
Sarah very quickly closes the lid again.
Okay. You slam the lid shut, but not before you are bitten by the snake, taking 2 points of piercing damage, and I need another fortitude save because this cobra is poisonous. You're good.
Okay. Sarah's like, "Yeah, there's seriously nothing here. Please pull lever."
There were some items inside the chest that you opened,
Nope.
but you did not grab them, of course, because you just went ahead and slammed it shut.
Not worth it. That was stupid. Please pull lever.
Hold the lever!
Sin, you haven't had a chance to necessarily act this round, so do you want to do anything before the lever is pulled?
I'm gonna walk over here and see what's going on. Hey, Sarah, what's up?
There's a snake in the chest.
Oh my! I'm
So
gonna
yes.
I'm gonna put my ear to the chest, the one on the left, and see if I hear anything hissing.
All right, so you touch the one that is on the left.
As he does this, Sarah's just gonna back away.
Okay, sure. So yeah, you back away. Let's see here. All right. So Sin, as you touch the chest on the left, you are exposed to a poison. Make a fortitude saving throw.
This goddamn place and its poisons.
20, you're fine. Do you open the chest or only touch it?
I'll put my ear too close to on the chest, see if I hear anything.
Oh, right. No, you don't hear anything inside.
Alright, then I'm opening the chest.
The chest is empty.
Bitch!
So there's the one in the middle, which you know has a cobra in it, and then the one on the right. And Sin, just to give you the same picture that Sarah has, each of the chests have something written on them in a foreign language that you do not understand.
Alrighty. Assuming tongues isn't very helpful for reading.
Not for reading, no.
Back.
I don't know what languages I know.
I don't think any of
Right.
you know this one.
Wait a minute.
And I don't have read languages, so.
Would prior characters of ours possibly have known?
I think.
Didn't Nadia have comprehend languages? That's unfortunate.
You know what they
Yes.
say? Trial and error. Wait a minute. I have a question.
Oh no, she didn't.
I can comprehend languages.
Oh, that's funny.
Very funny.
I took that. Yeah, I have comprehend languages.
Certainly, you could have used that to to great effect.
Listen, I'm in pain. Leave me alone.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
We're all in pain.
As this is happening, it gets back to Theo's turn, so the lever is pulled again.
Question: Do the chests have like a dead bird inside? Do not open type situation.
As far as like what they say on them,
Yes.
well, if you use comprehend languages, I can tell you. Up to you if you want to cast it, though.
While you're deciding,
This
Sarah,
should
how
have
about we have
been
Reef murder the Cobra because he has
here
way more
and now
roots than the
here.
Cobra does.
So Sarah, hold on. Let's
Reef
put
kind of looks at
ourselves where we
you.
were.
You need to move. I can't get to the Cobra.
Well, the Cobra's not there. The Cobra's with us. Everything rotated. Remember?
Yeah, I gotta move. I gotta move my markers. Give me 1 second.
Okay. While you're doing that, I'm gonna cast comprehend languages so I can read what's on the chest.
This
You
marker's
can't do it.
And it failed.
This marker's gone.
I know shit.
Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate.
No, I have to go back by the lever.
Wrong lever.
So this time, when the rotation stops, let me slide this over so it's a little more clear. Oh no, not that. Passageway to the south opens this time. Yeah, like I said, still.
Reef is supposed to be there. So I'm assuming he tells us.
Well, Reef wouldn't have been over there. Reef is still in the room with Theo. So Reef is now.
Wait,
No, he was
No.
in E6.
Oh, he was there. Okay, he didn't
He
move.
was in
She didn't move. That's
He
what
was in
happened.
E6.
The token didn't get moved. That's what happened. So yes, Reef now sees the opening to the south.
So I'm gonna yell out, "Don't pull the lever." It lines up.
Aye, aye, Captain. And Theo walks away from the lever to go see what opened up.
That's valid.
Okay. To the two of you that are futzing around with the chess, any further actions?
I'm gonna ask Reef if I open the chest, if you can murder the Cobra inside.
Yes.
Alright, Reef.
I'm
Get
just
in
gonna.
position.
I'm gonna roll
Where's-
perception down this hallway. Or dungeoneering. Can I roll either?
We're gonna go with perception for this one.
All right. Bonking.
What do I seize?
Alright, hold a sec. Let me make sure if I have anything I can use.
So the room you see has the following description. Both walls of this 20-foot long corridor are decorated with row upon row of tiger heads. Each head appears to be that of an actual once-living tiger. The heads are remarkably well preserved. Their gaping mouths and glaring eyes even appear to be moist. Okay, so Reef
I'm not going in there.
opens up with the War Razor as Sin opens the chest. Reef deals enough damage to kill the snake.
Yeah. What's in the chest?
The chest contains potions.
Ooh.
All of them, well, no, sorry. 3 of them are a familiar red color. The other 3 are a little closer to a a white color. So 6 in all, and like 3 of one, 3 of the other.
What do they do?
Well, that's going to be a spellcraft check.
A
Crap.
spellcrafting is happening now.
Come on, fellers.
Oh
Fuck.
no, that's not good. You could probably guess that the familiar looking ones are some kind of healing potion, and you're not sure about the others.
All right, I'm
There's
not gonna
only
risk
one way to find out, and hand it in.
You're out your rabbit-ass mind. You think I'm drinking some random potion, especially if it's white.
Sarah just looks at him and goes, "What if it's drugs?"
I know drugs when I see it. Tim, is it drugs?
Make a. Well, you don't have any ranks in spellcraft, right? So.
Nope.
All you're gonna have to go on is perception here.
Alright, I have eyes. Ooh.
It certainly doesn't smell like any drug you've ever encountered, if it is drugs, that is.
Alright, I've encountered every drug known to man, so no, it is not.
You've encountered every drug known to man, but not the drugs only known to mice.
Mice don't take drugs. Not even smart enough to farm. I'm gonna pocket one white potion and assumably the healing potion.
Okay. That leaves 2 of each.
Does the white potion look sinister or evil in any shape or form? Takes the smell off.
I mean, you know,
laughing.
it's a potion, so you know, I would say that just based on the knowledge of potions that you have, you don't really feel like this is anything to worry about. But again, without proper knowledge of what's inside the bottle, you don't know for sure. And I just checked. Theo doesn't have any ranks in spellcraft either, so we're flying by the seat of our pants here.
Wait a minute. What does spellcraft go off of?
Oh, it's intelligence. So yeah, you could spend a hero point to reroll. One of you guys could if you want to.
You know what? I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Come on, believe.
Oh, that's
Give it a
worse. Well, actually, hold on, because you can. There is a rule about this. Here. Oh no, different rule. However, Sin, you could spend a hero point to make the check untrained with a +5. Theo could do it as well if he wants, or Reef could spend a point to re-roll his check. Those are your options. Each of you has to reset the score here. Each of you has 2 hero points remaining.
I'm just gonna recommend Reef to do it solely because I have other things I could roll it for, because I have a few knowledge that are pretty swifty, and like his would be higher anyway. But if he fails, I'll give it a crack. That's just my recommendation.
Okay. Well, we can see if Reef ends up wanting to do that or not.
Why wouldn't? No, I'm sorry. I was processing the information. Yes.
Sorry.
No, I didn't answer fast enough, and I realized that. But my brain was thinking of a way to roleplay. But TLDR, yes.
Okay. Cool. So let's see. Let's take.
Come on.
So Reef, you can go ahead and roll spellcraft again. Reduce your hero points to 1.
All right, come on.
Fif- 15's good enough. That's good enough. So what you have here are 3 potions of cure serious wounds, and you have 3 potions of lesser restoration.
Wait. Lesser restoration, you say?
Yes.
Oh.
As in, they can all be consumed right now by the people who suffered damage to alleviate some of it. Or all of it, perhaps, if you roll high enough.
Sarah, here's this, and we'll definitely take one.
I mean, with both of you at -4, I see why you would take it immediately.
For sure. All right, so Sarah, if you are quaffing it immediately, go ahead and roll a d4 for me.
D4. 1d4.
1.
Oh. All that.
Okay,
What makes you feel
so
any better? Reed didn't need to roll it.
Look, I'll take I'll take the 1. I'm not gonna complain.
yeah,
I mean, Reed also rolled it. I find it kind of funny.
it doesn't improve your max hit point situation at all. However, it essentially just saved you 1 day of resting to get rid of it.
That's
So,
fine. I'll take it.
That's something. Is anyone else who's affected by ability damage taking the potion right away? Theo or Sin for this one?
I'm personally not, solely because, yeah, I do have some that affects my health, which is annoying, but it's only a single point of constitution damage. It could be worse. So, and, you know, the 2 chests here made me roll, poison, so clearly there's more poison afoot. So I'm just gonna wait a little bit longer for mine.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Theo, what about you? All right, good talk.
What about you, Theo? What about you?
I think it was on mute. Well, I would say you said their mouths look moist.
Yeah, but I'm
just gonna
right.
I'm just gonna note better there.
Okay, well, right now I'm talking about
We're
something
not
else.
talking about
So,
that yet.
3 of the potions that were in the trap chest have been identified as potions of lesser restoration. Sarah just took one immediately to try to get rid of some of that ability damage. Do you want to do the same?
Can I?
It's already been identified.
Did it work for her?
It
Did it work for her?
it worked. It didn't have a great effect, but it worked. It removed
Alright,
1
fine,
point
I'll
of
take one.
damage. All right, so go ahead and roll me a d4.
D4.
3. Okay,
Rolling the dice.
so that will restore some of your hit points that were missing.
Hey, I got hit points back.
Your max is now 85
Okay.
until that last point comes off. But that'll just
Bet
take
you the potion liked me better because I'm an elf.
that'll just take 1 night of rest. So yeah, as it currently stands, the only pathway available to you without pulling the lever again is to the south.
And I'll check out the tire walls.
Yeah, so you have some time to contemplate that if you want.
There's one more chest, though.
There is one more chest.
I want to know what's in it.
All right.
Hey, Rafe,
So you-
Yes.
Okay.
you have very long stick. Do me a solid and open that last chest on the right.
Okay. Move out of the way.
Moving out of the way.
I'm opening the chest.
All right, so you're opening it from outside the room?
Yes.
Okay. Sarah, what are you doing right now?
Are you coming outside the room as
'Cause-
well?
Yeah.
Have you learned your lesson?
Because your token is
Definitely
currently
outside.
inside the room, so I'm just making sure that. Okay. So Reef, you use your long reach to pop that chest open from a distance, and that turned out to be a good idea because the inside the chest is nothing but a mist of some kind. that hangs in the room for a little bit and then dissipates. The chest is otherwise empty.
Fuck. Oh wait, at least we didn't lose anything. Add everybody to the tiger room?
Yeah, that chest was filled out of game. That chest was filled with insanity mist, so good decision on that one.
I mean, we're all insane anyway.
That's true. We all are.
Aren't we all? We live in a society.
But all right. So as I described to Theo, who took a look in that room already, what you see before you to the south is about a 20-foot long corridor. The walls are decorated from floor to ceiling and all the way across with tiger heads. The heads appear to have once belonged to living tigers, and the heads are very well preserved.
Man, they really lost their heads.
Sure did.
I don't trust those
They're
heads.
gonna just do a quick sweep and I see nothing.
No, you don't uncover anything that could help you here.
I have good eyes.
27. Okay. Still not good enough to gain any information that can help you, unfortunately.
Oh, guys, I'm literally doing the little best that my eyeballs are biologically capable of doing. You're all on your own on this one.
Okay, detect magic. There is magic involved in this room.
There's like something is afoot in here. I don't know what.
I'm assisting in doing the detecting of the second round because she did the first round. Technically, can I do the second? Is that
Something's afoot, you say, Sarah. Way to get ahead.
Oh gosh, I see what you did there.
So yes, there is a trap in here, and it is magical in nature. That's all you gain from detect magic for now. You would need a better perception roll than Sin's 27 to figure out more about it.
What kind of magic is it?
This is, let's see, I gotta look up there's a spell that it's basically a spell trigger or a spell being triggered by the person who trips the trap. So let's see, it's divination magic.
Ah, fuck. Those heads are gonna rise.
So yeah, whatever spell is imbued into the trap is a divination spell.
Is this like the only room? Or is there like a corridor in this room?
You don't know. The corridor seems to come to an end after the 20 feet. And you will need to, like I said, you're going to need a little bit better perception roll.
Hey, Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
You know that glass bottle you had in order to drink the potion?
Mm-hmm.
Give me this all and toss it into the room.
Sounds good. And I toss the glass bottle.
All right, it shatters on the floor. Nothing happens with the trap.
Fuck, the trap is smart.
I think the trap needs you to like be inside the room like a person.
Very likely.
Can I push Sin inside the room?
I will murder you.
We'll see what happens. Can I push Sin inside the room?
You can certainly try. Roll a combat maneuver
I'm just
check.
being strategic. You got it.
Chief strategist doing chief strategist things.
CMB or CMD?
B. 21's what you needed.
21.
So you do what's, I guess we'll call this like
I
a,
walk up to Sin all smoothly. I say, "Oh yeah, so I think someone needs to step inside. You know, maybe that was the trap off." And then I just go, "Yoink!" And I push him.
so you push Sin into the room. The trap, let's see, it would be your move. You do this. Reef and Sarah, are you doing anything?
Sarah is waiting to see what happens to Sin.
Okay, Sarah's holding. Reef, are you holding as well, or are
Yes.
you okay?
I have my arms outstretched to possibly yoink Sin away if needed.
So Sin, at this moment, nothing is occurring. Although your presence in the room does kind of, you feel kind
Stir the
of
tigers.
you feel kind of like an ominous sort of emotion come over you as you're shoved into this room.
All right, very interesting. Well, now I'm in the room. Is there anything else to it?
Nothing at this very second. But what would you like? What would you like to do?
Why'd you say it like that?
I would like to try to leave the room.
Because we're in
Or
initiative. Okay, yeah, I mean that's as easy as a 5-foot step.
Oh.
And just after you do that, the trap does activate. You watch as the tiger heads begin to writhe away from the walls, and they have the tiger heads are attached to these long kind of like serpentine necks that are covered in scales. So the heads are thrashing about the room, essentially just, biting in all directions. And that is the trap. The trap, once the trap finishes its attack, it resets automatically, returning to its original position.
Theo goes, see? It just needed a person inside to activate. Come on, let's go.
How about your trick was worth it, you fucking bitch?
Hey, I am not a female dog.
You
I
literally
felt
said I want to go looking. You watch us all step out. We're all gonna move out of here in one piece together, right?
Yes. And I go to pull the lever again.
Oh,
Okay, so you pull.
How about next room that we
I
don't know what
fucking
it
helped
does,
you with the
push me
water,
into
with
it.
the water elemental, asshole.
Pull the lever.
Drunk. Get ready to move your tokens, everybody.
As this is the fourth pull,
Oh, low battery. Gotta plug in.
In this room.
52 minutes.
Yeah, we were
So I have to
there.
pick them up from the train station.
as this is the fourth pull, the dungeon is now reset to its original orientation when you first arrived here.
Okay. I think we should pull the lever one more time.
I actually agree with that.
I pulled the lever again.
The path to the south is still available to you.
Oh, I thought we
I
went down
don't
that
see
path.
any purpose in going in there.
Additionally, there is also a little alcove to the west that is now available to you.
Actually, hold up! Don't push the lever yet. And Sarah's actually going to explore that alcove.
Okay, so Sarah, what you find a 5-foot diameter pool of crystal clear water that nearly fills the pool is nearly wide enough to fill the entirety of this small circular room.
Okay. What do I notice about this pool of water?
Go ahead and do perception or whatever other tricks you might want to do. Okay. Nothing appears to be magical. And aside from the fact that again the water appears to be crystal clear, you don't gain any information.
Like, okay. Sarah looks around. She's like, "There's just water in here," and walks away. You can pull the lever now.
Just before you do that,
Pulls the lever.
just before you do that, Reef, you hear a voice from directly behind you.
Oh dear. Hello.
As
Hey, buddy.
Don't I see that? Don't I hear it as well?
let me kill the music, and you hear the following. Wait, hold on. This is.
Wait, hold up. Reef never moved himself. He wasn't in that room originally.
Oh, that is true.
Reef would have been here, I think, right? So then Theo.
I would have been. Oh no, I was
E6.
in.
Yeah. Okay.
We
Because
argued that
wait,
Reef
wait,
went
wait.
exploring.
So then
Wait,
you.
let me
So
finish.
I guess
Let
Theo
me-
hears
All right.
it.
All right. Everybody's
Can
talking
I
over.
say
Everybody.
something?
Yes. Everybody's talking over each other. Reef, go.
Thank you. Okay, so I had to stand here to open the chest, but I also then had to move out of the way for everyone else to get out of the room because this room is small, which would have actually probably put me here in the threshold or here. So, up to you guys, whatever you want to do with that, but just saying thank you.
Okay.
I'm
So
cool with assuming Reef kind of like pushed himself into past that doorway.
long story short, that door was open where the three of you are. So everyone hears the voice now. To correct myself, Theo happens to be the closest to the person that the voice is coming from. You all hear the following.
Oh, could it be? By the gods, it is! My friends, words cannot convey my joy at seeing you. How is it you are here? Wait, now is not the time for such pleasantries. We must escape this place. There is a foul creature lurking here, with both the body of woman and winged lion, possessing potent magic. She is bound to this place by Glorio Arkona, a man who hides much behind his cheerful smile. If you are here not as prisoners, then he has sent you here to die. We must escape and turn the tables upon him.
Standing behind you, Theo, seemingly in the flesh, is none other than Vencarlo Orisini.
Sarah's like, Vencarlo!
How did you get here?
And she kind of runs towards him and goes, believe it or not, we were actually sent down here to get you.
Oh, that's okay.
He says, "Well, you found me."
Great, let's GTFO. Wait, hold up, wait, no, we can't go yet. What the hell happened to Neolandus?
Neolandus. He may be in the labyrinth, it would not surprise me. I would wager the beast guards him. As the one who bound it, if we put an end to Glorio, the beast should be sent back to wherever it was called from. Seems a far better plan than trying to steal both him and ourselves out from under its nose.
Sarah just looks at him and got head and go, I don't think animals work like that.
Probably close to a demon or something.
No problem, Phoebe.
Roll sense motive.
I think I'm not gonna play it. I just want to see what it looks like.
What? Which one?
The game, yeah.
Okay.
Pretty.
That's cute. Okay, I guess we're adopting Vencarlo with us.
Yes.
Can I pull the lever now?
Not yet.
Alright.
Sarah, you listen to his words, and yeah, I mean, seems honest and forthright.
I've
I'm
sense
gonna see
motive.
thoughts to see what he knows about Glorio.
Glory hole.
Seek thoughts. Okay.
I feel like he's not telling us something.
I also sense motive.
Well, that and the fact that you
I
appeared out
can
of
sense, and
nowhere.
I get a +1 to something I read. What does it say? I get a +1 to.
I think study target bonus applies to sense motive, right? Like you'd have to study him.
How's his alignment
No, it says
changed?
you are aware of an opponent before rolling initiative.
Wait.
So he doesn't count as an opponent, so I don't get it. Unless we end
okay.
up fighting him.
Has his alignment changed?
Yes.
And I've also sense motive of him. I was clarifying. Sorry, I was to Leah. I was saying it might give us an answer.
All good.
And I also did seek thoughts.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you did. What sort of thought are you seeking? What sort of like surface level thought?
I want to know. Basically, I want to know if he's being truthful about why he wants to destroy Glorio. Like, what's that story? Or
Okay.
as much of that I can get at a surface level, obviously.
All right. So let's see.
I want ice cream.
We'll save to resist the
Give me that custard.
spell. 28. So you learn nothing.
I wouldn't, but I thought I'd try.
You know, it's a good effort. Let's see here. Trying to determine Reef's question. Theo, kind of the same thing as well. The sense motive checks are all basically the same as what Sarah got. You know, what you're hearing seems upfront and honest. Let's see. Does this person? I gotta look and see if there's any kind of fuckery going on with the alignment before I give you a proper answer.
You a bit part of it.
Want to be a bit part of it?
My mom.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Okay. So Reef, should I just assume that you are just going to cycle through all 4 of them over a short time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
Until it dings at him.
So you actually do glean some interesting information from this. The alignment that you read is not one that you expect. You know what you know of Vencarlo is that he is a very very good-natured man who looks after those who are in need. He does sort of have his own methods of doing things that oftentimes don't necessarily align with what's expected from entities such as the Corvosan Guard, the Throne, other institutions within the city. So your estimation of what Vencarlo's alignment would most likely be something like chaotic good. That's not what you read here. You read lawful evil.
I immediately whip out the scythe and puff up like a goddamn angry bearded dragon. And I go, okay, buddy, what the fuck? Are you in league with the queen? Why are you glowing red? You're glowing red? I don't like that. And you're lawful. Lawful? Not even chaotic? Oh, what's wrong with you?
Aren't I lawful evil?
No.
Probably.
On my own alignment.
Sarah looks at Reef and is just like so confused. Like, the fuck just happened?
He's fucking lawful evil. He's glowing red. Do you not see it? It's a fucking noble blood red, but he's glowing it. And that is evil. It is evil. He is evil. Why did you turn evil? Have you always been evil? Did I just never check you before?
Vencarlo simply says, there must be some kind of foul magic that is altering our personalities in here.
I look at everyone else's.
Make a round of sense motive checks. I'm not even going to wait for you guys to ask for one. Go ahead. Just do it.
Okay.
Sarah, either way, withdraw and get over here.
And Theo is by the lever. We shouldn't withdraw. We know we go in.
Okay,
Reef's
so
What
going
am I doing?
forward.
Oh, you want me to sense motive? Sorry.
No.
What am I doing here?
sense motive,
You're
yes.
alone in the room. Sense motive, and that's it.
I'm asking
My God, Ellis. Sorry, my friend just fucking ripped the lethal ass.
Yikes. All right.
Don't tee me.
Okay. So here's what I'm gonna say here. None of you passed the check, although I will say that Sarah with an at 20. Let's say that
Oh, sorry.
you accept what Vencarlo is telling you, but you don't feel good about it.
Can I say something? I did ask to detect everyone else's alignment because if I got more information and everyone
Oh,
else's alignment
yes,
stayed true to what they were,
okay.
that would give her a bonus on her sense motive, would it not?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, none of your alignments have changed.
Okay, so I shake my head immediately towards everyone when he says that, but like looking only at them. So I'm making eye contact with Sarah and being like, the shortest
So does
little head
that
shake.
change what my sense motive results is?
Yeah, I would probably give you a significant enough bonus to pass the check, actually.
Because I did
Let's
ask
go,
that before.
Reef.
She did the check.
This is not Vencarlo.
Sarah is like, so Sarah's eyes go wide.
This is a very clever disguise, but this is not Vencarlo.
Sarah's eyes go wide and goes. Just turns to everybody and says, "Run."
Go, gadget.
Where, motherfucker? I pull the lever.
All right, so
I pull the lever.
you pull the lever.
Keep an eye on where you are. 2 of you are in 6. Reef is with me in E8. It's unfortunate you can't rotate us with the.
I am tripping him if I can.
Dude, I know. I wish I could. I really wish that this is how this worked because I worked so hard on this fucking map. And yeah.
Alright, well, I'll just move myself to make your life easier. I can't move your token, though. I would. If I had ability to move everyone, I would for you, but. Reef was over here.
It's fine. I know.
And
I know.
Vencarlo was
No
here.
ways.
Yeah, Vencarlo would be
And I was
roughly where I put him.
Yeah, okay. and
Oh,
then Reef was
okay.
just, like,
Reef is just swinging. Okay. Got it. Got it.
I would have pulled the lever and then run and to attack him. So it would basically be me and Reef swinging at him at the same time. Oh! Damn!
Okay. So assuming that
And do I get a sneak attack since we're flanking?
well, hold on. First of all, you're not flanking because you're not on opposite sides of him. Second,
But I get a +1 on initiative check and an initiative +1 for every 5, which I exceed the DC. And before I exceeded the DC by. What did I exceed it by?
you didn't exceed any DC on sense motive by
What did I
anything.
exceed by?
The DC was much higher than 13. The DC here for that particular thing is, let me find the thing.
No, I did a motive.
Yes.
No, before I did a motive, I rolled a 16. Did I not pass a sense motive check on that
No.
earlier?
No, you didn't.
It says if you are aware of an opponent before the initiative, such as when you ambush an enemy or negotiations break down into combat, but not when both sides happen upon each other or you are surprised, I can attempt a sense motive check as part of my initiative check.
Right, but you didn't know that this was an enemy until after even the most recent sense motive check. To you, this was Vencarlo.
Yeah, but it says if you are aware of an opponent. So basically,
you're not aware of him. You're not aware that
you weren't aware. You that you are now. You are now after the checks have been made. Yes.
That's what I'm saying. So I can roll it now to see if I get a +1 on my initiative, right?
Sure, why not? I mean, we're already in initiative, but sure, I can just add 1 to yours. That's still not high enough. this
Oh.
whoever this is has
Bump.
a bluff modifier that's through the roof. Like you don't. That's not enough. It's close. It's actually
Really?
close, but it's
11
but it's not. It's
Wow.
not less than 29.
Like I rolled a
Okay,
nat
well,
30.
Well, total of
I rolled a
29.
nat
That
20
is.
with a 10 bonus, and it's still.
So, all right, here's what's going to happen. Theo and Reef go before whoever this is in the initiative anyway, so your attacks are going to go off. Reef scores with his regular scythe, I see here. So that is a hit. Let's see. This thing has damage reduction, so it's going to get mitigated by a fair amount.
where'd you go? Oh, the bathroom.
The second attack misses.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I clicked the wrong scythe,
Oh, well, that's okay.
but that's also okay, and I'm fine with what it is. But I didn't mean to click this scythe. I was confused as to. I literally was looking at it, trying to figure out why there was no damage to myself. That's
So
because I have more than one scythe.
here's what we'll do. I'll increase the damage by 2 points because that's what it would be, and then click the site that you meant to click, and then we'll see what the self damage is.
That's a valid point. All right, thank you.
Theo's first strike is a hit, but only a regular hit.
Oh,
All other attacks
that
miss.
second set of damage.
I know. All right, so now the game is afoot. It is going to be this creature's turn next time we play because it is now 9:00.
Okay.
We've been at this for almost 4 hours. So you guys have gotten yourselves.
Isn't that good though? Isn't that good?
Yeah, no, it's pretty good.
Yeah, we did
Pretty
good.
good. You guys have made great
We're
progress
doing
so far. You've gotten yourselves past Lord Glorio Arkona, as you know, talking to him and negotiating your way inside his vivified labyrinth to rescue your friends, Vencarlo and Neolandus. You have encountered now a fake Vencarlo that you've sussed out and are now fighting him, and we will see where that goes in a couple of weeks. So, clearly, I have a lot of work to do on these maps before next session. I will try my best to get that done. And yeah,
Theater of mind is always a friend. Don't worry.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm considering just scrapping all of the lighting, but I don't know. I've got 2 weeks. Maybe I can figure it out. But yeah,
I support you either way.
thank you. Appreciate it. Until then, I hope that you watching at home, as well as you guys, my wonderful players, have a great rest of your Sunday. Hopefully it gets a little warmer. It's been really cold up here lately. We'll hopefully get into some spring weather. Yeah, I mean, it's been a little tough, but happy Memorial Day. And cheers to the official start of summer. We will see you in 2 weeks. So that will be June 8th. Same time, same place. We'll see you then. Have a good night.
Night, everyone.